I got a tip. If you want me here, take a trip. It make you holler, it make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping out. Now listen, girls, and listen, boys. These little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real, know what I mean. They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
Hey, what's going on? And welcome to Sea Monkeys Against Predators. No doubt we'll probably, well, in fact, I know we're going to get some fuckery later, but right now we got something more important at hand that I'm glad I get to bring to you. Mexico, I mean, actually every country, if you look at the statistics, it depends on who's you read, but worldwide every year, over 1 million children go missing and are not found. Over 1 million by most studies. Some say right at 1 million, but that's a whole lot of missing kids. And Mexico has a whole lot of adults that go missing as well, with the cartels and the government itself and what have you. All right, Christy. Yeah, well, while we're on the 370 thing, I've seen 370 get mentioned all over the place, but I don't know what that's about. What while we're waiting for the guests to show up, what is the what's that 370 about? I'm assuming it's $3.70, but I'm just uninformed because I don't watch a whole lot of this bullshit. How much is a wrench? Short bus. My wrenches cannot be bought. You don't have the body for it. I hate to tell you. Hey, we'll keep it 370. I just got to know what it means. Nanya owed 100. It seems like Nanya owes money to quite a few people. Huh. So Nanya owed $100 to Bobby Joe, and time passed, and she asked for her money back. Nanya only had $3.70, so she cashed out for that. Well, that's some dirty business to put out there. It seems like she owed some. It's funny because Nanya used to throw small amounts around, but she used to, like, she gave me money to come on her panel one time to talk about survivals and like that. I didn't, like, I told her it wasn't necessary, but she gave me, I think it was $25. So if you got to be borrowing money from people, why are you giving it away? And I know I'm not the only one that got money that way. But that was back when she was just doing like karaoke streams. And she realized that drama brings way more viewers, and boom, there you go. What's going on, Batmom? Who gave me money? Nanya gave me money one time She gave me 20 because they were having a stream about survivalism and stuff. This was back like when she was pretty much just doing karaoke, and she knew that that was my thing, so she asked me to come on and talk about it. So I did, and she sent me a an online gift card for 20. I think it was 25, but I didn't ask for it. Didn't necessarily want it, but I mean, she DM'd it to me, so I went ahead and took it. And if she tries to say that that's bullshit, I'll be more than happy to. I've actually already shown that to um, the people in my Discord, I think, but I'll be happy to show it if she wants to try to say it's not true. Well, we all know how much I love to say I fucking told you so, but a few months ago, back when this whole thing, I said before they had their first blowout that they were going to have a blowout because they can't really stand each other, but they're so interested in sides and having yes people to make them feel important in their echo chamber. That's all they care about. And I said they were going to have a big blowout. They did. And then I said they would patch it up. They did. And I also said that it would happen all over again. And it did. Now, I'm not smart. I don't have a crystal ball. You just look at past behavior and just knowing how some of these people are personally. Like Bobby Joe. I tried to tell them she was fucking lying. They didn't want to listen. So, anyway, we're going to get to the task at hand. What's going on, Christy? We'll get back to this shit later.
Hi. I don't even know how to start because it's overwhelming and I don't know if like people are gonna really understand because my broken English. But apart from that, they don't live here, so you all don't may not understand how it works. There's a lot of missing people, as Bill said earlier, all around the country, not just here. But since I live here, I support the ones that are doing their thing to find their loved ones. Um, and Law enforcement doesn't do anything because lots of reasons. Sometimes they're involved with the cartels, or there's so many missing persons that they don't care anymore. It's a number. Um, or they don't even want to do their job, like whatever. But since they don't do anything, groups of they're mostly females, 95% females, have got together and made their like little groups without any kind of support because they have a missing husband, child, brother, father, even daughter, sister. It goes both ways. And they started in, well, here they started in 2021. Like 10 group of females started going out in the outskirts of my city because they don't kill and throw people like in the middle of the street. They do it like where no one is around, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they started doing that, and from then and now, they found a little bit more than 200 bodies looking for
Oh,
their
wow.
people, right? Yeah, just in my city. Um, and the leader, there's two, but the leader, Nora, that's her name. I put the link up on Facebook page they have. Bob, I'll do it again in a while. I am not good at multitasking. But anyways, Nora started this and Lola, those are the names, started this because her daughter got kidnapped, but it's not kidnapped because they didn't ask for ransom or anything. But anyways, her daughter got taken in plain daylight, and she found her last year. Of course, not alive, and 40 miles away from here, buried. And it's so sad because she found her own daughter, looking for others. Um, and Lola has not found her son that's been missing since 2021 too. She still thinks he's alive. You know, you cannot take that away from them. They have hope until they find them not alive. So I started supporting them back in 2021 with whatever I could, like bottles of water. If they had, because they do little searches and big searches. So when they do the big ones, other groups from nearby cities come, and like people try to, they don't have any support, okay, from anyone, like money wise. So like if you have a contact that has a bus, okay, I'll get you the bus so they can move, because they don't have cars. I think just two have car. Yeah, two have cars. They don't have cars, so they need to move. And I've gotten them meals, because this is an all day thing when they do that, from like 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. So they need to eat, and sometimes they take their own food, but sometimes they have these groups that come from another cities nearby. So there's people here, like restaurant owners and shit, that give that we try to link them up and get them meals or cheaper discounts or whatever. So that's how I've been supporting them, and also with my car when I can. But in this situation right now, it's so sad to say that I have a missing friend. So now it's personal. I did it before because I wanted to, but this time it's very personal. I sent you the picture, Bill. He disappeared July 19th, leaving work right next to my house at Walmart. And I want to say something before I forget. Yes, people disappear because they're not doing correct things, or they work for one cartel, or and the other group gets them and kills them or whatever. Yes, that is totally true. But it has been so normalized that now they kill you for anything. For the car, to take your car, they don't leave you right, like standing there. They kill you because no one gets arrested ever. Or for money or for whatever. Like if you were driving and saw something that you shouldn't have seen, they kill you. And it's true. So he he's my friend. I think I know him now. I know we don't know people, right? But his wife is my friend. She's a teacher. She works with me. I know their children. They're young, elementary school young. He's younger than me too, and I have nothing bad to say about him. And he has not been located, neither his car. So we've been going out searching for him, and it's very draining. And we've been, oh my God, going to, like, okay, we know he went to this junkyard. We saw the cameras. Okay, he was there at 4:40 Friday. And then he told the junkyard person that he was going to a mechanic. So we went to the mechanics and didn't have cameras, but we saw a shop that had. So everyone has been very nice. We saw the cameras there. He left that place at 5:20 on Friday. And he called my friend, the wife, at 5:40 saying that he was driving home. He never got there. So that's where everything starts. So we have been pinpointing like his way back home from the mechanic when he called her. So we have like a sort of location, but if you go to that link that I put, I'm gonna do it again, that I put in here at Bill's earlier, it's like 116 here, okay? Like mm, during the day, all day. It's fucking hot. And we do this, we have been doing this since Monday last week. So I took Sunday off, no, Saturday off because I felt very bad, uh, like health wise, tired. And there it is, it's right there. And you can see all the pictures and all the things that they do. And I'm not part of the group. I support them always. And but this time, I said it. He's my friend, and I've been going out there with them. And oh my fucking god, my respects to these people. So, hi, Sammy. I'm gonna show you. Well, they're right there, but I'm gonna pick them up. And I have shorts and
So
underwear. But
something that I saw you say that struck me was you were talking about how they use probes to poke them down into the sand and they pull them back up and smell the tip to see if
this
they
is
can smell rotting
yeah.
flesh,
So this
and
is
that's how they
mine.
search.
Someone made it for me. It has an angel here, and I and
Hang on,
I
let me.
gave it. Okay, this is a like personalized. Okay, but I gave it to Lola, and with this one, and you can still like if I don't know if people can see, you can still see dirt here because we've been going out, and then it's pointed here. So what we do, and if you go to that link, there's pictures of this, how they do it. I hate doing this, by the way. Like I'm there and I don't want to find anyone, but at the same time I do. So they stick it. I'm gonna do it with my chair. They stick it in the wet or dried. Uh, what's it called? Oh my fucking god, I forgot. The land. So if it goes loosely, it's because nothing is there. But if you have to put like force, it's you have to keep trying. So they take it out and they smell it. Oh wait, they smell it, and there's a different like like you can tell. I've smelled that, and there's different types. Like this one is longer and it's pointier. I don't know why. And yeah, I only have three here with me. And then if you find something suspicious, then you use the shovel. That it's also dirty. And once you find someone, you know that it's not an animal, that it's a human being, bones or not, or flesh. That's when you can call police and they come, but not before. They don't give a fuck. So
Yeah,
that's how they roll.
that's the thing. You have thrill killers and people that just want to rob people, killing people, and the cops are so corrupt that they just don't do anything about it. So a lot of it is cartel action, but they also made what was it, a busload of students that were protesting.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Ayotzinapa.
they
Yep, that was like 9 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago.
They where are they? 49. Not found yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's sad. And I don't know if like people can understand that that's how we live here. Um, Me that I'm involved in this because there's people that live normal lives and they don't give a fuck because they don't have missing kids or adults. By the way, they're only adults. We don't have like missing children here at all, thank God, at all. So yeah, we go to like sewer systems
Well,
that yeah.
every country has missing children.
Well, yeah, but not like in this sense where they can get kidnapped by the other parent that they're like getting a divorce or shit like that. but not to be found buried, you know.
Mm.
And yeah, so so they have their in their Facebook they have their bank account, but that's the only thing they have because a lot of people here know that we don't have Cash App or anything. Um, but I would love to ask to support this women. We're going out tomorrow, and I don't know how many more days until we find him. We got some locations today from a tip, but it was like 4:30, and we were coming back to the city, and we're going there tomorrow morning. But I could give my PayPal, the only one I have, and I can show proof because I always show proof. Well, I never asked for money. This is my first time, and it's not even for me. To support, for example, these things that I showed you, they cost 800 pesos. That's like $35 each, and they last for years. A lot. They need water. They need um, gloves, the ones that you use like for gardening, and the plastic ones because you like they have touched bodies with their bare hands because they don't have the means. Also, what are they called? I forgot. The ones that we use, masks, because it smells horrible when they find someone, and shit like that. So yeah, this is the real Mexico, and it's not only here. It's sadly common. We've done marches, and they've went with the governor, like asking for support. And sometimes the only thing that they get that they appreciate is security when they go to like really bad places. So they get like a patrol car just to be looking at them because they don't help. That's it. That's it. So yeah,
Shauna, you can get rid of them if you want. Shauna, it's up to you. If you think there's a docs coming or whatever, you can go ahead and get rid of that account. I'm sorry,
oh
Christy. Go ahead.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I don't know if anyone has questions or you have questions. But yeah, if you go to that link, and it's in Spanish, of course, but just by the pictures, you will get it totally what I'm talking about. And yeah, so today, well, not today, but in this case, I feel like it's not in my hands anymore. Like I've supported them through these years, but now that I'm going every day with them, I know how much they need and how much they're not appreciated because it's people that again don't have cars. They do have jobs and they look like in the weekends or in whatever, but they're low class, and that's all they have. So it's very hard, very very hard. So yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to say, and I hope my friend that we all know except for the wife because the wife doesn't want to believe it, and that's okay. He's not alive. It's been 10 days now. So we all, but we just want to bring him home so they can get peace. He's not,
That's the thing is the not knowing. I mean, you can assume, but the not knowing to me would be worse than having it confirmed that they're dead because I mean,
exactly,
like, are they being held somewhere? Are they being tortured? You know what I mean? It's just a horrible thing to have to think about.
exactly. So, but by like experience, we all know that he's not alive because if it was a kidnap situation, they would have called and asked for money. They're not rich, okay? They don't even have a car. Well, he does, she doesn't, but the car he does have is from Walmart that it's missing. because he does the grocery deliveries, and it's missing, and it has a disabled. It's very distinctive. I forgot to say, he only has one arm. My friend only has one arm, so he has a disabled license plate in that Walmart vehicle that does not have GPS, by the way. So they're both missing, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, but it's very frustrating, and I'm fucking tired. But as a human being, and me that I know him, and I'm the kid's teacher too. Like the mom works with me, so it's very
Oh wow.
personal, and I have to like help them as much as I can. So yeah, I hope some, like, again, $5 is 90 pesos here. For example, remember, Bill, what was it? Saturday morning for you, it was night for me. But that twist, I was talking about it in chat, and that twist was like, okay, give me your PayPal. And he sent me, I'm going to say it, he sent me $10. You know what we ate yesterday? 5 people ate with those $10. So it's a lot of money here in Mexico. That's my point. Like, that I'm not asking for $100, 200. No, like from dollars to pesos, it means a lot. It's more. So yeah, but there's their bank account in their page, but I don't know how people that are not in Mexico can do that. And I'm putting my PayPal there. If anyone wants to trust me, I've never asked for money, and I don't need money either, thank God. But they do, and I will show proof for sure. I'll take pictures
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, you pretty much have to around here. So,
No, I
but
know. That's why I'm saying, like,
yeah, that's cool.
but
Did you
yeah,
drop that PayPal already?
yeah. It's not a dog's. It's my son's name. My PayPal. It's a long story, but it's my son's name. But I have it. There it is
Okay.
again, and it's only PayPal. We don't have anything else here. Sorry.
So they never found his car or anything.
No, and we go to, like, because she called 911, and then she went and did the report on Saturday 20th, and she has been going every single day, and they're like, oh no, like, we've asked for the cell phone information, and we're waiting on it. We've asked for these cameras, and we're waiting for them. So what we did is, we did what they had to do. We went to the cell phone company, got the information. We went and looked for cameras where we knew he had been at, and we have been doing what law enforcement needs to do, and searching, because law enforcement doesn't search. They do, like, that, the phone,
Right.
the cameras, like when they want to, but they don't go on the ground and search ever, ever. No, it's them. It's these
Yeah.
ladies.
Police work is really an entrepreneurial job. You got to have money to slide under the table to get anything done.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what happened on Saturday, when she did the report? So there's like a system in, I don't know what's it called, but missing children or adults or missing people office. And so they put his information up there. And my friend, my teacher friend, the wife, got home, and 2 hours later, she got a call from a private number, saying that it was Sergeant blah blah blah. I don't remember the last name, and that he had the husband and wanted money, and shit like that. So she hung up, and like 5 minutes later, the the dad called, like the missing person's dad, my friend's dad, called her and said, like, I just got a weird phone call asking for ransom, blah blah blah. So I have a friend that works not in this city but in another one that I don't want to say what she does, but she got the number, and it's people inside law enforcement that goes into the system to see new missing people reports to ask for money. They don't have
Yeah.
that person here. They just go
And
and make.
that's another issue when somebody goes missing is people will approach you and say, yeah, we've got him, send X amount of dollars to wherever and we'll let him go. So they send the money and they never had the person to begin with. So that's another
Exactly.
thing you have to contend with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that happens, but we don't know who it was. But we reported it. Well, she reported it, and but nothing's gonna happen. Like nothing happens here. And then we have to go every single day to like the morgue and to the public hospital we have here. There's only one, to see if, like, there's no phone. Like, I wish we could talk, like, dial and say, hey, do you have this person? No. Okay, thank you. No, we have to go. So we're missing time here, and gas money and energy and everything. And I'm glad that I'm still on vacation because I have all the time in the world. Because if this happened, it would have happened during my school year. I don't know who would help her as much as we are doing, because it's not only me. It's not only me. I'm the one that's speaking, but because I'm the one that knows English, first of all, because Bill wanted someone, well, and it was a good idea, it is, to talk more and like with more experience. But she doesn't speak English, and she fell down. She fell down today searching, and she's fine, but her arms were tired and shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
I took her home. And since we're moving in my car, I have this tools always in the back. So I brought them inside to show them, and then we get, I always have my ice chest and my ice with a big gallon of water, and that's how we're rolling. But it is very difficult and frustrating. And then the like the wife, she's in denial, of course, that he might be not alive. So she's like, I think we need to go to I think we need to go to the one that reads cards. What are they called? The
Oh, tarot.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm like, if you want to go, go, but I'm not wasting, like, I'm moving with the facts. And she's like, no, because I
Yeah, those
feel
those
this.
people like
Mm.
that, psychics and all that, they take advantage of people in this kind of desperate situation.
Wait, hold on. Jamie, I got it. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I'm not used to asking for money, but thank you.
All right.
And thank you, Bill, for again giving me. I should be your co-host by now. I'm always
Well,
asking.
I am foregoing all cocaine donations tonight. So if y'all would have given me a Coke dono, send it to Christy instead.
Oh, thank you. I'll send you a little bit. And it's not for me. And okay, I know people want to remain anonymous, like Jamie. I don't think that person's name is Jamie and shit. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take pictures tomorrow and send them to Bill, and you can show them Bill, because I don't do lights or anything. if you want to.
Yeah,
And
that's yeah, we can do that. Looks like the general also sent you something. But
oh,
yeah, we got to be careful about showing. Of course, somebody somewhere is going to demand receipts, and definitely we'll make sure that the real names are taken out if it's not a name that's already known.
mm-hmm. Got it, Sea Monkey. Oh, you're all so nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you both. Was anything off about his routine? No, Lydia, nothing. Oh, I forgot to mention something very important about our investigation. So, so he left the mechanics and called his wife saying he was on his way because they were going grocery shopping with the kids and shit. So he never got there. Okay, so from that last part where we saw him in his car with the cameras to their house, we did that route, and we stopped at places that we saw cameras. No, I will never mention names. um so we got to they don't have that in the US, but it's like they only sell beer. It's not a liquor store. It's only beer, and it's Tecate or Modelo. Okay, so we got to one that had cameras just like a block away from his house, and he swears he saw him with Arturo. I'm gonna say his name, whatever. Uh, at 5:40, and he bought a tall Tecate. So we're still waiting for the fucking camera because he has not. He's like, I don't have time to look. My internet is not working. Blah blah blah. So in the meantime, we went to talk to Arturo, and he got very nervous, but he has an alibi. He was at work. Like, there's a short period of time that we might think something happened, but but yeah, he's suspicious. He's suspicious. So,
Hmm.
but anyways,
Well,
he's
that's
not a.
another thing about denial is sometimes family members don't want to believe that. And I'm not saying that this guy was, but as a family members, especially a mother, a wife, or whatever, they don't want to believe that their loved one was involved in anything shady. So they will just, like, if they know the information, they will deny it to themselves and not tell anybody else. And then
Mm-hmm.
that kind of hinders things on its own.
Yeah. And
No,
so,
do not send it to me. I do not have a PayPal account. I've got no way of sending Christy money. And I
oh,
don't want to handle other people's money anyway. So no, do not send it to me.
no
I
problem.
will send it straight back.
Oh, no, that's fine, Lydia. That's fine. That's okay. Don't worry. So well, but that if it's true that he was seen at that place, even if we don't have the like the proof, it means that he's around there. He's around there, and the tips we've got today are from around there, like under a tree. I have the pictures and videos. There's a little ranch that it's abandoned, and there's like a big tree near a sewer system shit, and we're going there tomorrow, and it's all like terrain and trees, and like that's why I have my machete. People that joke about the machete, that's why I have the machete, and I
Yeah.
use it. Yes, I do.
I mean, it is possible that he took off on his own. People do that sometimes. You don't always know what's in somebody's head. Um, and then there are things where people will have a head injury or a mental break, and they just take off on their own, and they don't know who they are sometimes. And then
Yeah,
years later, they get found somewhere. It happens.
that's that's what's happening with Lola, the other co-founder. That's the one that's closer to me. her son did so many drugs before he disappeared that then he went to rehab and whatever, but his brain didn't return to normal. So he wandered off, and she knows in her heart that he's alive. She doesn't know where. He can be in another city, but she feels that he's alive because he left, like because he was not okay mentally. So yeah,
Hmm.
it happened too. But this dude, no, he I think he saw something he shouldn't have, or he was with wrong. Like, for example, like you can be friends with people, but you don't know what they're doing, you know? So maybe they were getting someone else and he was there, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
happens.
But he's not alive. It's sad to say,
Probably,
but
probably not. Probably not. I'm just saying that, you know, that things like this do happen, and it's not really all that uncommon.
no. Well, it is over there. Like how it happens and how people end up looking for their own loved ones. I don't like, well, yeah, it happens there, but law enforcement like tries to do things, but not here. True, FCC, very true. Hi, Todd. So that's all I wanted to say. And if someone sees this stream, if you don't, I hope you don't take it down, Bill.
No, I got no reason to take it down.
Okay. Well, for
I mean
now.
that's the biggest reason why I really wanted to do it, was to help bring awareness to this kind of thing, and if somebody can help, with a little bit of money, then that's great too.
And you never know when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen to you. Like, I never thought that I would know someone that now is missing, and it just happened this
Hmm.
past 10 days. So yeah, you never know. And also, like, I don't wish this on anyone, but there's people that come to be a tourist here and they disappear too. So it's not that it only happens here to Mexicans. It could happen to anyone. And there's a lot of groups like this one I'm talking about around the country that do this with their own money or asking for money, and I never had the need to ask because I thought that what I did and others to them for them uh, was enough, but it's not. Now that I've been going daily, it's not at all, at all. So if anyone sees this after it's not live, um, you can always hit me up on IG. Everyone has me on IG. Well, not everyone, but Bill has me. FCC. Who else? I don't know, but you know who I'm friends with. And oh, sorry, my alarm. And we can talk about it, and or if you want to send a donation, I'll send you the link. And that's it. I don't know if you have questions.
Yeah, I just threw out the link. If anybody wants to jump up here, I would like to keep it on topic for the moment, at least. Um, yeah, if anybody sees this in the future when it's not live, if you want to help, uh, you can. I'll try to remember to put the PayPal link in the description later. You have to help me remember that. And of course, we'll keep everybody updated as to what's going on. If he's found or when he's found or whatever.
Oh, am I back?
And Americans go missing in Mexico too. People go there on vacation, or they go there to fuck around and they find out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not just an other people's problem sometimes.
Received it. I don't want to say the names, of course.
And
FCC, shut
something
up and said,
else that I see people repeat this bad information a lot. In the United States, you do not have to wait 24 hours to report somebody missing, even an adult. That's TV bullshit. And if a cop, sometimes there are cops that actually believe that, but it's not true. And if a cop gives you that bullshit because they're too lazy to fill out a fucking report, go to their boss or go to whoever you have to, because that whole thing where they, especially if you know they're in danger or you know that they've disappeared because they got an ex that's been stalking them or whatever. Don't wait. Just go ask for help immediately.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. You learn the hard way, very hard way. Thank you, Lydia, and thank you to the ones that have donated. Thank you very, very much. I won't say names, but and I don't want to cry. I'm even tired to cry. Uh, my kid
Yeah.
needs me to. I feel guilty a little bit because I cannot take her, so she stays with dad, her dad, or my mom while I'm doing this. But she knows what I'm doing, and she's like, "Have you found him?" And like, she's very interested and knows that it's a good thing.
It's a necessary thing.
Sadly, you have to talk to them because, as it is, like, of course, not raw, but we live here, so she has to know where we stand at, at her age.
When my son was 3, my son was deaf. He went deaf right as he was starting to learn how to talk. Um, they eventually rebuilt his ears, and he could hear after that. But he was deaf for a while, and I I always felt like I did a great job of keeping an eye on my kids in the store. But it only takes a split second, and I would actually tell him to hang on to my pant leg if I was looking at something, so that I could
Mhm.
tell by feel if he was there or whatever. And I got sloppy, and I looked around, and all of a sudden he wasn't there, and I went straight to the. After looking around the clothes rack a little bit, I went straight to the front desk and said, "Hey, I need you to lock the store down. I can't find my kid." And they did. They were really good about that. And that panic that
Oh yeah.
like it felt like my face was gonna explode. Like I could feel the blood pressure, and I was shaking, and I like in my mind I knew that he was probably just hiding someplace, and because he was deaf, calling for him didn't do any good. Um, in the back of my mind, like I knew that he was somewhere and he was okay, and we were going to find him. But still, that panic was horrible. And what it was is he was at the same clothes rack that I'd been standing there, and it was like a circular rack, but it was completely stuffed full of shirts, and he had just ducked under there and was sitting in the middle of it.
Oh
And
yeah. He got
but yeah,
inside.
everybody in that store was looking for him, and him being deaf, he didn't know that everybody was in a panic. So yeah, and I can't imagine having to live with that feeling like for days, weeks, months, the rest of your life. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine living like that.
Yeah, and then that's I just remembered, and I'm gonna cry now because as I told you, his two kids are my students, so I've had contact with them. And the little one in first grade, he's this little tiny little dude, and he lives for his father. And he has been going through a very rough time, having meltdowns. He doesn't know that he's missing. They told him and the sister that he's off. I don't know what they told him, like in a work, whatever thing, that he's coming back soon. But yeah, kids don't understand and suffer. Imagine being in that position where you're not going to have your father back and you're so little.
Right.
Um, because it's a wife, okay, the father of your kids, your husband, like I don't know, but a father is rough. It's or a child, a missing child. Like I would never live knowing that my kid is out there dead or alive, but I don't have the proof, I don't have him back. It's
Right.
horrible. It's horrible. I don't know how she does it because she's DMing me the wife at midnight, and at 6 o'clock in the morning when we're ready to go, she has sent me messages from like 4 o'clock in the morning till six. Like, okay, are we ready? Like, she's not sleeping. You have to eat, woman. But she can't. She wants her family back.
Yeah. Again, it's horrible to think about, but in a way, you're better off knowing, even if you know that they're dead. At least then, um, you have some kind of closure. It's still painful as fuck, but
Yeah, and
it's just
his parents are in their like early 70s, and my respects to both of them. They have been out with us. They're slow, they're whatever you want to think, yes, but they're there, like on the ground, helping. It's hard to watch, and I've had them in my car this past days, moving them around, searching, and they still think he's alive. And of course, we don't know, but we do. And I'm not gonna tell them that he's not alive. Of course, I just listen, and I just want him back for them, not even for me, for them.
yeah.
It is, Dominique. It is a problem here. Yeah. And Lydia, he is a little tiny one, like little tiny one. And I always make fun of him, not to him, but with my friend, the mom, because his name is Jimmy. And like, what the fuck, Jimmy in Mexico? And she's like, I love that name. So yeah, this little tiny dude is named Jimmy. Jimmy with Mexican last names.
Well, maybe if there's enough dono money left over, we can get y'all some different last names.
No. Wait.
All right. I'll throw out the link one more time for this. If anybody has anything they want to say or questions they want to ask.
I'm gonna mute for him. Oh no, I thought my daughter was coming. No, she's not. Come on up, people. We can talk about something else if you want, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go on to other stuff, but I just want to, you know, I don't want to dilute this with bullshit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've seen y'all coming in and saying hello. I just didn't want to interrupt the conversation. I wasn't ignoring anybody, and hello to you too.
Oh, the crickets.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about them right now. I can't shoot them like I do sometimes because I'm inside at the moment, and I don't think yeah, probably not a good idea.
No, I like it. It's a little bit relaxing. Like your sunrises. I like them too.
Yeah, I kind of prefer the sunrise streams because most of the time there's less bullshit in them, but every now and then somebody gets fired up.
Mm-hmm. Hunchback. Are we going there? Okay, let's go. Oh, I'll type it short bus. Right, Z Monkey? He does. There it is. It's George in Spanish, Jorge, EBM.
Yeah,
So I'm
y'all, I'll say it again because I don't want, do not send me money for this because I don't have PayPal and I can't forward it. And I really don't want to be responsible for other people's money anyway. If you send me money for this, I'm going to send it straight back to you. And also, any cocaine donations that I would have got tonight, please send it to Christy's PayPal.
short bus. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna. So I made this
All right.
account a long time ago when my kid that's now 20 was 16 because he's always loved gaming and he started streaming and shit and earning money, but since he was a minor he couldn't do a PayPal thing. So I did it with his name, but my email, my card, everything. So I don't know if I can change the name, but it's my account. So that's why. And he never used it. I don't know why he even did it, but that's why it has his name. And he's an adult, people.
All right. Speaking of money, and again, I've not seen any of it myself. I've just been hearing about it. I just tonight became aware of what the 370 thing was. I mean, I've seen people talking about it a lot, but I just didn't know what it was about until now. Yeah, I get on here and most of the time when I ask for cocaine donations, most of the time it doesn't really go to cocaine. Not saying that it never has. And I just do that to piss people off. I can even put in the title that I'm just doing this to piss people off, and it still works, and I think it's hilarious. But like if I was starving or some shit, or I had a flat tire, I wouldn't have the nerve to jump on here and ask you guys for anything. You would never know.
Mm-hmm.
And with these people talking about loaning each other money and not getting it back or whatever, it's pretty low to bring that out here with the Houston power outages. There were a couple of people that hit me up and they were like, "Hey, this is really embarrassing, but I'm in some trouble and I don't know where to go for help. I don't know who to turn to." They needed money because their refrigerators, they lost all their food because of the power outage, and nobody's prepared for this kind of stuff, right? Which you should always be prepared for that kind of thing. At least have a few days worth of stuff on hand. Dehydrated stuff, things that don't need refrigerated, whatever. I'm not going to lecture you about that right now, but I sent people have been very generous to me in this community, and I've always kept a little bit back just in case something happens. And so a couple of people hit me up and they're like, "Hey, I'm in some trouble here. I don't really know how to ask for this or whatever, blah, blah, blah." And I gave it to them. The first one, I gave them a little bit more than they asked for, which meant when the second one hit me up, I had like the bare minimum of what they needed left. So I gave them that, and they both, I probably would not have asked them to pay it back, but they said, "Hey, I'll pay this back as soon as I can." And one of them did, in fact, he gave it back a day earlier than what he told me he would. And the other one gave me a little bit of it back, but I'm not going to fucking Like, even if I got pissed off at them, I'm not gonna fucking tell anybody. It's nobody's
Mhm.
goddamn business. I mean, they still might pay it back, but I'm not pestering them about it. If I get it back, fine. If I don't get it back, that's fine too, because every bit of money that's ever been put on my um, Cash App came from here. So it's not like I earned it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like, I just, even, and it's not like I'm super great friends with either one of them. I mean, we talk a little bit, in DMs, but in fact, one of them's even kind of trashed me behind my back. But I don't care. I'm I'm not gonna fucking out them over something. I think it's low. I think it's very low. Even if I don't like any of these people that are going at each other, but I still think that shit's pretty low.
It is. Well, I don't know how exactly happened, like it happened, but about that Bobby Joe and Nanya thing, the $100. But I listened yesterday, and I think I don't know if I'm correct in the first part. I think Bobby Joe told Tele, sorry Tele, about the $100, and after Tele brought it up on a panel, he has since apologized to Bobby Joe because he put it out there. So Nanya denied it and started not liking Bobby Joe, but then they got nice together again. And then the PHI shit happened. And so yesterday, Bobby Joe went on a 4 hour stream with receipts, uh, defending herself, of course. And she showed the transaction and the conversation that she had with Nanya when she lent her the money and why she needed the money. That's funny. And then like weeks go by and Bobby Joe is like, "Hey, do you have my $100?" And she's like, "I only have 370." So she sends the 370 to Bobby Joe, and then like a week goes by and then she pays her all back. So she paid her back, but that's the 370 shit thing. And it was funny because Nanya has been dragging me this week, so fuck you. Pull over. No, 370.
But I have a real hard time. Like, I don't think I've ever borrowed money off of a friend. I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever borrowed money off of an individual at all. Uh, unless like maybe we were somewhere and I didn't have cash on me, because I needed an ATM or whatever, but give it back like later that night or some shit like that. But I just wouldn't have I just wouldn't be able to hit people up to bar. You know what I mean? I'll starve first.
I've never done that to anyone here. I've done it to my mom and like, my father, but not to people on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Oh, please, someone send me 370 so I can laugh. I'm kidding. No, it's not going to be 370 because it comes in pesos, so I will not get it. Like in 370. And then there's someone, now that we're talking about Nanya, uh, that lent her $400 and has not been paid back. but we don't know who it is. I have my suspicions, but I don't know who it is.
Did you? Somebody loaned who $400?
400 to Nanya.
Wow. I thought she
Well,
was making all this money with their 3D gun printing business or whatever the fuck they're doing.
love you, Jenny.
I
No.
just like she used to give away money on her channel. I don't know if she still does or not, but like she used to do giveaways to get people to watch back when she was doing the karaoke streams and only like 12 of us would be in there. And then as soon as she realized that drama brings a whole lot more viewers, that's what she switched to.
Oh, but wait, now she's monetized and you can be a member.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck that too.
Yeah. Who would want to be a member, like, really, honestly? What content, like,
I
they
have
play?
I have no idea. No doubt people will sign up just to kind of spy,
Oh, for
like we have
sure.
spies in Zoom and Slack and all that kind of stuff. It'll be the same thing there.
No, I'm not that bored to go do that. Yes, Jamie. Where's Jeff? Yeah, Jenny, where is he? Kidding. I miss my friends, like my YouTube friends that I have for real, but they're always here. They were.
Damn, pullover, can I get a ride? I won't steal any, but if some of them happen to stick to the bottom of my very sticky shoes, then I can't help that. I became eligible to monetize when I only had 700 and something subs, but it was because I had a shit ton of watch hours or whatever, something like that. Um, but I'm not. I thought about doing the membership thing just to kind of keep people out that I don't want here. But I don't want anybody to have to fucking pay or watch ads to see my bullshit. And I think if you're going to have memberships, people should get something real fucking special, even if they're only paying $1 a month. And I'm just not willing to work that hard, so it ain't going to happen.
Hey, you're doing it for fun, not business, you know.
Hmm.
And that's how it should be. Like, I
Yeah.
understand people that are doing it for business because they're catchers or decoys, like in this part of YouTube. I get that totally, but not like people that stream like you or Nanya or Locksmith, you know? We do it,
Yeah.
we're for fun or dragging or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And it doesn't cost anything. I've heard rumblings, but I've been hearing it for a while that uh, they're eventually like you're not going to be able to have your channel for free after so many subs or whatever. Because right now it doesn't cost anything to have a channel. But if you're monetized, they take like shitloads of like really high percentages of anything you make through them, and I think that's bullshit too. Um, so if that happens, I'll shut this fucking thing down because I'm not. Yeah.
Shauna, sorry, Bill. Shauna, I just got it. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With this, we can go, what's today? Monday? Friday. Till like we can go all this week with gas and food and water. Water, it's not a problem. But food and gas, we're, and I'm gonna make a promise. If we find him
Nice.
dead or alive, if we find him this week, I'll start live streaming. I'll start working on my channel.
Cool.
I've never done it.
Yeah, people are gonna want to know. So, and if you want to take the names out, it's none of my business. I mean, I pretty much know who everybody is anyway. But
Oh,
if
the
you want to
money?
take the names out and just send the amounts or whatever, because people are
Go
going to
for it.
want to see it, and I can post that or something.
Sure. I'm taking the screenshots right now, and I'm gonna blur the names before I send them to you.
But yeah, it doesn't cost anything to have a channel. I I go live with no plan most of the time. I mean, there was a plan tonight. The the shorts that I post are I just film most of the time what's already going on around me. It's not like I have any money in production, except for when we're blowing shit up. Sometimes ammo and various other chemicals do get expensive after a while. But I'm gonna do that anyway.
Yes, sure, boss. I got it. Thank you. From Shauna. Mm,
Yeah, well, yeah, Jamie, I have added to my personal booby collection, which is definitely a plus. All right, there's the link. We will open this up to anything you guys want to talk about now.
okay, so I just sent you the scratched out PayPal thing.
All right. Um,
Sure,
if
boss.
I don't have it done like 15 minutes, remind me so that I'll put them up on a community post.
Okay. I'm going to the bathroom, people. And Bill. Hold on.
All right, we'll wait. Is that ever going to go live again? I doubt it too. His original channel still has all of the videos on it. His first channel. It's not related to this bullshit. What I look for Ed to do. See, I know that I because I know some of the same stuff. Ed knows an awful lot of things about an awful lot of people around here, including me. And if he comes out with it, fine, I'll deal with it then. But I really kind of halfway look for Ed to do like a big expose everybody thing. It wouldn't surprise me at all. There he because I know that he knows some things because I know the same things. I don't think he knows I know about some of it, but yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he doesn't go live one more time or make a video and expose some things that are really nobody's goddamn business. A lot of it's just like personal shit that would be embarrassing to people, but like not illegal. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I really kind of expect that to happen. Yeah, you're right, Jamie. It wouldn't negate anything he's done, but it would just be like a revenge thing. You know what I mean? And I mean, Ed, we hadn't talked for like a year and a half, very much. I mean, we still talk, but at one time we were talking. We talked several times a week, and but for like the last year and a half, we pretty much only talked like if something came up, like if he found information like shit about Jason Casey or whoever, we would exchange information there or tech or whatever, shit like that. But as far as like, just bullshitting on the phone, we hadn't done that for a very long time. And I've already spoken in the past about how he fucked me over on some things. And there was more that I've not spoken on. Like he was constantly stabbing me in the back to other people. Okay, for example, and this happened more than once. Like somebody would say something in my chat about, hey, I would like to do a stream about like gun ownership, and that was one of the exact topics. And I'm like, all right, cool, we can do that. And then I would see him talking about it on Ed's channel later. What he had done is fucking DM them and be like, hey, let's do it on my channel right now, or what, you know what I mean? He did shit like that to me a lot. Um, yeah, and he told me things about personal things about people in here that are none of my goddamn business. Um, like nothing criminal. Well, a little bit of criminal, but um, just things that would be embarrassing for them if they knew that I knew, and or if anybody knew, and like they trusted Ed with this information. I mean, I appreciate that he trusted me to not say anything, and I never ever have, but uh, yeah. Dated if they ever came out. I don't know that he's going to do that, but there was, I think the last time we actually talked on the phone, and I don't even remember who it was now, but somebody was pissing him off, and he's like, yeah, their name is blah blah blah, and he's like, I'll dox them. He's like, yeah, go ahead and fuck with me, and he's laughing. I'm like, that's a bitch move, man. Like if doxing is your thing to get back at somebody, because yeah, it's just a bitch thing, man. In certain instances, fine, go ahead and do it, but it wasn't. General, are you really going to claim to be an innocent anything?
Well, thank you, Jenna. I
There's
feel
just,
like it, but thank you.
I'm sorry.
I was muted because my daughter is here, but I read Janae's comment that I look prettier than ever and I feel like shit. So that's nice to read.
Well, Gen A don't have bad taste, so
Come on up, Janae. Let's talk.
yeah, General, you might have burnt the photos, but I got the negatives, so.
Oh my God, Hunchback. Oh, pure, 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 pure.
Eating cocks. uh,
Okay. Well, thank you. I haven't asked. After 2 years, three being here, but 2 years of being dragged, don't people realize that nothing triggers me anymore? Like, keep it up.
that's not necessarily an insult. You know what I'm saying?
I have big butts and I cannot lie. You motherfucker can't dance. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, General, but I know what you're capable of now. And no, I'm not going to ever let you live that one down. I want you to live it up all over again.
Oh, so that Eton, whatever is clown? Did he leave?
Yeah,
Hmm.
probably. If it is, he can go.
I'm not interested, clown, okay? Look at another woman.
I don't think he cares if you're interested or not. He'd probably just take it.
Exactly, Jamie, right? Yeah.
I'm not like I barely know who Short Bus is. I watched his live one time because somebody sent me a link and said I should see it. But what happened between Short Bus and Tommy? Wasn't Short Bus? I
Oh,
mean, and this has happened a lot. Somebody that used to support Tommy, and then Tommy fucked him over somehow, as he does. Um, I just don't know. Like I know who Short Bus is. I just don't. I know it's his birthday every day. Um,
that's how it started, as I know.
that's pretty
Tommy,
much it.
yeah, Tommy being drunk always and reading chat when he's doing his shit chats, and Short Bus writing the birthday thing, and he flipped on Short Bus. That's what I know. Maybe there's more. I have no idea. Exactly, Jenny. See?
Tommy didn't appreciate. So he was just doing his usual thing, saying it was his birthday, and Tommy flipped out on that. What
Yes.
the fuck?
Uh-huh.
It's pure virus over here looking for women to message. Hey man, don't cock block me in my own chat.
I'm gonna mute for a second.
He called him man. Some bullshit, man. Calling people chomos just because you're mad at them when they aren't. That's like the one thing you don't fucking. What's going on, Baz?
Yes, I'm
Nanya does the
saying
same thing. They call people
that I'm not.
predators when they aren't.
Oh my God. No, Pure, go back to your other side and talk shit about me 24/7.
Yeah, I saw what Tommy did to oh man, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank here. Fucking concussion shit. Oh god, solid dude, been around the community forever. but anyway, he had showed Tommy some pictures of him like hanging out with his stepdaughter or something, and then Tommy twisted it around into something totally different. Eloy, yes, thank you, Vetmom. Eloy, like Eloy. I mean, we aren't great friends. We don't talk very much at all, but like he's been around forever, and I've always known him to be a real solid dude. And then Tommy wants to take something innocent, like Tommy's not a father figure to his own kids, so I don't really expect him to understand other people being father figures to other people's kids.
Yes.
But when you're with a woman, you're taking on her kids too, or at least you know should be. And I've been in situations where I've dated a lot of mommies, and sometimes you develop attachments to the kids, and then all of a sudden you don't like mommy anymore. And then when things dissolve, you've got no rights to those kids, and it's hard on them too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they start calling you daddy and stuff, like at their mom's request sometimes. And then you develop attachments, and I treated my stepson. In fact, I don't refer to him as my stepson unless like stuff like this, is brought up where it's kind of necessary. I always treated him as one of my own.
As it should be. It's not their fault at all.
Well, his dad was a deadbeat piece of shit anyway, so the only time his dad was in the picture was when some drama bullshit popped off.
Yeah, I saw the video today. I think it was in the Moans, or I don't remember, but I saw it today because I didn't watch it live, and I did want to see it, but it got deleted. I don't remember, but anyways, no, Eloy, no, he's really, really, really decent and good. Nothing bad no one has said anything bad about him. And I would wish, as a divorced mother, I would wish to find a guy, not Aloy, okay, but a guy that loves my daughter more than me, because that's how it should be. And I wouldn't mind if they go out and take a picture having ice cream. What's wrong with that? Like, and I wrote a comment in that video earlier about that. Like, so if you have a sick mind, it has, like what you're saying has to be true. Talking about Tommy, of course, like he made up a whole story. No.
Yeah, maybe if it was Tommy in that situation, he would have perverted thoughts about it. But that's not the norm. He's projecting how he feels, and that ought to tell you everything you need to know about the guy.
Yep. Exactly. And I felt bad for Eloy because it was 19 minutes of Tommy's just spurging and telling lies, and then people like bad guy was like, okay, but how do you know? I don't know what, like proof. And Tommy's like, I saw it with my own eyes. Oh yeah, Tommy, because everything you say is true, so we're gonna believe you, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude's been caught lying more times than. Yeah, FCC, it might actually have been your channel where I saw that at, because I didn't see it happen live. I saw a replay of it somewhere. It might have been your channel. I don't remember.
Which one? That one? Oh, yeah, FCC. Yeah, I can't. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I don't think Tommy's supporters, at least the ones that have been on our bullshit channels, I don't think they believe it's bullshit either. They just back him up because, you know,
Yes, Jenny,
like
what the
how
fuck was
much.
this Vanna White shit? So tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Dominique said she saw the picture. It's a whole lie, and Ta is a weirdo. Yeah.
Hmm. And Eloy kept saying like the mom was there. We went to a what's it called like an I don't know an event. The mom was there. Like no, Eloy, do not give explanations, even if the mom wasn't there. Like she sees you as a father, or the your girlfriend saw you as co-parenting whatever shit to her daughter, and you took her out. What's wrong? I'm sorry, but I don't see anything wrong if the mother let you. Yeah,
Is
he's
Slimy hiding something? Yeah, probably short bus. He's got a pedo for a brother that he supports. So, um,
bingo.
and usually you usually don't have just one pedo in a family. If you notice, like there's usually more than one. It people's genes, or it's because they just keep doing it to each other down the generations. I don't know, but it does. I mean, how many of these Preds that have been caught have said, "Yeah, my dad did something to me, or my uncle did something to me." And it's not abnormal for a stepdad to take their stepdaughter to a daddy-daughter thing if their real dad, either can't do it or just isn't in the picture. That's not abnormal. A lot of people calling Tommy out for the whole, yeah, fuck Ray too. It's funny, man. When when Ray got mad at me, he called me up. We were on Locke's panel, and I said it just because I knew what would happen because I talked about it with somebody else. If Ray wants to call you out, he likes to do it, up on panel. But if you got something to say to him, he wants to handle it privately. So, and I still agree with Ray on the Jonathan thing. So I'm like, yeah, I agree with you on that, but there's something else that we'll talk about at another time. And I said it like that just because I knew that he would fucking call me. And the minute I got off of that panel, he fucking called and wanted to handle shit privately. And in that conversation, he told me that he was just being friends with them over there so that he could protect certain people over here, or however he does. I forget exactly how I worded it, but that's what it meant. So I assume he's telling them the same thing. You know what I mean? If you notice how he tends to walk on eggshells about certain things. Somebody was in Ryan's chat, got mad that someone talking about him and cried about it until Ray banned them. Yeah. Like, how do you not know that Tommy's a whole ass piece of shit? And if you let it ride on your panels all the time, then fuck you too.
Right, FCC? Did you listen to Tommy Boy's? Studio's last video? Ooh, I want answers. Did you, Bill? Have you seen it?
I don't think so. What
It's
happened
from,
there?
well, Tommy Boy Studios posted a video about Nanya recording Ray in Slack or Zumba or whatever. And of course Ray didn't know he was being recorded. And at the end you can hear voices from other females. Who knows who they are? They
Oh
were
no, I
all,
didn't see that, but it doesn't surprise me.
yeah, yeah. So how does Ray feel about that? Good question.
If I were him, I would be worried because uh, you don't know what else got recorded.
And other people that spoke to her, you all got recorded. Thank God I didn't. Thank God.
Yeah,
Well, I have nothing to hide, but that's shitty and shady and low and trashy, like Nanya is.
I wonder how Tommy Boy came about that call. I
Good
mean,
question.
there are spies everywhere. I don't know that that's what's going on, but yeah, there are spies in everything, everything. That was another problem I had with that. Is he like I know that he's recorded other phone calls that, as far as I know, he's never put out, and so I just assumed that he recorded all of both of ours too, and that was another reason why I, for the most part, stopped talking to him. I just I think I've recorded like 4 or 5 phone calls the entire time I've been involved in this shit, and that was because I knew that people were lying, or I knew that they were trying to set me up for something. I only ever played 2 of them, but I just don't generally record shit. And believe me, there are a lot that I wish I would have, but I just think it's bullshit, man. It's one thing, like if you know you need to cover your ass, but to record it just so you can blackmail people later, or um, yeah, like how the fuck are you gonna speak freely to somebody that you know records everything? Bill needs a Brandon. Nope, I don't need a Brandon. I'm good. And while we're on the subject of people being banned, I know I've harped on it a million times, but I'm gonna make it 1,000,001. There were a lot of cool people that FM had banned from everybody's chats because he thought they were Megan. And I don't know about every single one, but there's quite a few of them that I know for a fact aren't Megan. So he had all these people banned so they can't chat anywhere now. They're not banned here, of course, but some of them just left altogether. You know, they were cool people, and shit like that just fucking ran them out of here.
Hi, Susan.
What's up, Susan? Dropsmith or Dropsmith? Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Locksmith dropped a hint, and man, I keep missing shit.
What? Oh, what? What, Jenny? Please. What did he write? I want to know. Not me, Josh. Not me. I read him. Hey, Susan, and the new ones that got here. If you want to rewind and listen to the story I told, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, FCC. A few people was me, Tele, and TBS.
Not yet. Spurged on, or yeah, spurged on Hoax Wars. I'm not sub to Hoax Wars. There's too many fucking channels. If I don't like somebody, I just don't sub. But it's not that I have a strong dislike for Mitch. I'm kind of either way on him. But the only Hoax Wars I ever watched was when he was reading off the Ed stuff. I did watch that.
We went there because Locke was live and he kicked Hoax Wars. And then because he got kicked, he started a stream. So when Locke ended, we went over there. And Tele was up there, and I went up there to talk shit about Ed. And then Nanya started saying shit in chat, and I started talking about what she was writing. And from then on, it was it was fun. Hi, section.
Live for my scabies. But yeah, I saw that. Was it on Clown Dork? I don't know. Fuck. It's hard to keep track of where I see all this shit. I hardly ever see anything live, but I see the channels that I do watch that replay the stuff. I think it was Clown Dork. I could be mistaken about that. If you guys don't, if somebody can grab Clown Dork's link real quick,
It's not the
they're a good
most.
one to watch.
The mom posted it. The Live for My Baby Spirit. It's a 4 minute, I think, video. It's funny.
What was it, Damone's? I don't know, man. I didn't even know Damone had a second channel until like last night. Uh, like it came up in my like in my recommendeds, and so I clicked on it, and I'm like, they only got like 50 some subscribers, and turns out I don't know. I can't keep track of what. Yeah, I'm sub to it now, but it's insane. I can't. Keep. I just can't. I can't keep up. Yeah, totally uncalled for. But apparently, he's got a second channel now, or I don't know how long it's been around, but
Oh yeah, he did that like, but only for I don't know 2 weeks because he got flagged or whatever at totally uncalled for. So he did another one, but he has not used that since he got the other one back. But
oh,
I don't
okay.
remember his name.
I don't know. Like I said, it just popped up in my recommended stuff, and I subbed to it.
Jenny was fired, right, Jenny? Jenny, Live for My Babies was fired up. Jenny, I was reading your comment.
Yeah, there's Clown Dork's video right there. Thank you, Section 15.
Yes. Where the fuck is that guy?
It's probably over at Caps. I heard that Caps is live right now too.
And then did you see Bill and chat that I'm watching my phone? I'm looking at it. That New Jersey predator intervention called PHI out in a community post
Mm.
like this long.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I'm
Mm,
I'm I'm sub to him, so I'll have to
me
look for it.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I like.
PHI's been called out so many times that it's kind of routine at this point, you know.
Yeah. He's not into the drama shit. I think I've not seen him. But
I haven't seen him. He might have an alt or something, but I've not
no, but
seen his
he went
channel
for
around in any of these.
I watched yesterday that he came in at Bobby Joe's and confirmed something Bobby Joe was saying, but he was being a normal dude, okay, in chat. And Bobby Joe saw that he was in chat, so she asked him a question like, "Remember when this and that?" And he just confirmed, as a normal person. And this morning when I woke up, well, when I got my phone, he had this community post because I guess she took his wrench and I don't know what else she did because he was at Bobby's. Stupid.
He called her out for taking his wrench. Of all the things that you could call her out for, my wrench. Oh
No, no, no,
man,
no, no, no,
people
no,
do
no.
be
No.
weird. Oh,
He
okay.
went into details. No, he went into details. It's long. You have to read it. I
All
like
right.
him.
People do get crazy about the wrenches, though. I mean, I've had people come unglued on me. They'll say, "I don't care about a wrench," and then they'll proceed to blast you on 5 different panels at 8 hours a piece. And then there was a couple times where either I accidentally took wrenches or YouTube did it, and fucking people would just start treating me like shit all of a sudden. I'm like, I'll let it ride for a little while. Maybe they're having a bad day or whatever, but and then I'll notice they're not even coming around anymore. So I'm like, hey, what I do to piss you off? Well, why did you take my wrench? Oh, I didn't take your fucking wrench. Yeah, you did. And oh Jesus, if you think that if you don't think that I have a good reason for taking your wrench, just come and ask me. And if I did it on purpose, I will tell you. And maybe I missed. Maybe we can work some shit out. Maybe I fucked up. But don't proceed to fucking talk shit behind my back or it's weird. It's weird. People get weird about
It
their
is.
fucking wrenches.
It is. People, I don't know if you know Bill, but it does has this PHI Ryan road trip started yet? Because I just got uh, I just read Ryan right. Location update. I left about an hour ago in Ludlow, Massachusetts, or whatever. Has a road trip started. They were asking for donos. They're like going to a catch 2,000 miles away from. I have no idea, but they went on a grifting stream earlier this morning. So I guess like by what's today, Monday, by Friday, PHI and Ryan are not gonna be cordial. Illinois, okay.
Well, that's the thing is I also predicted that FM and PHI would eventually have a blow up because one, PHI turns on everybody that has helped her. And everybody that has worked for FM has abandoned him. So it was destined to not work. It wasn't a hard thing to predict.
Yeah.
Short bus, okay, a couple things, man. I don't give wrenches to anybody. Even if I was gonna give somebody a wrench, if they ask me for one, they lose their chance. But 90% of the people in here, I've either had one-on-one conversations with, or I've heard them talk on panels enough times. I know they're real. Or I've seen them around for a very, very long time. Or they've sent me pictures of their tits. Those are pretty much the only ways to get wrenches in here. My wrenches are not easy ones to get.
Exactly, Jenny, exactly. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Like she drives very fast and he's like an old dude, like 50 miles an hour on the highway. So this is gonna be very interesting.
Just happened to get. Can you imagine riding in a car with Ryan and PHI like for hours? Oh my
Oh,
God. I
no.
would, I'd just open the door and jump out at 70. I don't care.
Yeah. And then he doesn't turn the radio on because he cannot drive. He just needs all the attention like this.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hope so. Pull over.
He,
Imagine. Dominique, did you show your boobies to get the wrench?
you don't have to answer that, Dominique.
$1. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the thing. How you going to call somebody a chomo and then be friends with them the next week? It's, I mean, that's the one thing you just don't do unless it's true.
Oops. See, monkey, I'm sorry. I did too. So it could be you or me. Shut up, FCC, because I still have no answers. Like she said 4, he said 2. We all agree that no kissing was involved uh, because of that matter. But was it 2 or was it 4? Should we stay in 3? Who do you believe? It's been on my mind.
Yeah, y'all don't. Sharing ball gags is like sharing homes. You just don't do it because you can catch shit from other people.
Mm. Oh, sea monkey double A.
Like the batteries.
Like this. I'm laughing because I'm getting DMs that I'm making people laugh that are lurking. You're welcome.
You share anal. Oh, short bus. You might end up with a wrench out. You keep talking like this, you'll get a wrench eventually.
Are those the ones that are like bigger and then smaller and smaller and smaller? Like like okay, no more questions. I'm gonna get
Well, then, yeah, they make different. They make different. That maybe that's what yours look like, but like they have them the size of tennis balls.
no. No, that's too big, I think.
Mm. We'll get Ryan pregnant.
FCC. Oh. But doesn't Ryan have a girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't know if they're still together or not.
Oh my God.
Women don't really. I mean, they try to play it off like it's cool, but women don't like the premature ejaculators. Although it happens to all of us at some point or another. But when you ejaculate so prematurely that it happens when she just puts her hand on your leg, that's usually a deal breaker for any woman.
Yeah,
I'm just
for
saying.
sure. No, yeah. It's sea monkey. Oh my God. I love the comments. Hmm. Uh,
Yeah, Ryan had a. I don't know if they're still. I don't know. I don't keep tabs too much on Ryan, but yeah, he did have a girlfriend. She was weird, but I mean, for him,
Aren't we all weird? I'm weird.
yeah. I'm weird as fuck, but like, there's certain kinds of weird that are just, just it depends on the kind of weird,
Fine, like I'm a funny, weird thing. Like, yeah, there's a difference. Ryan has a fetus growing. He doesn't even have a bathroom inside of his apartment. Okay, Hunchback, what dishwasher are we talking about? Sorry, Ryan. So how did we
I
get? Oh, it was my fault. Sorry about Ryan and PHI. I'm gonna get dragged. Haystack is gonna make
you're
another
gonna.
song. Yeah, it's coming, people. I'm gonna cry.
But most of the people that, I mean, outside of doxing and shit like that, are just being a complete asshole. Most of the people that I ban, most of the people that I ban out of my comment section, 90% of it is people that annoy me, that just need too much of my fucking attention. And I'll warn them, hey, I'm getting tired of wasting a bunch of time responding to you. So this is your warning. And eventually they fuck it up. So I ban them, and then fucking Haystack whined for like 8 or 9 months to be unbanned, which I got kind of a cheap thrill out of, to be honest. But I got sick of that too. So I unbanned him, and then he was right back to the same thing. Yeah, I think he has daddy issues. Like like Ryan, he just reminds me of a kid yanking at your pant legs for attention all the time, and it just annoys me. So yeah, and then he got all butthurt because he was like, "Well, did you see my video on blah blah blah?" I've seen two Haystack videos, and that was because people. One of them was sent to me. I thought it was funnier and shit. To be honest, it was Nazis, but like Ed and me and Locke and a couple other people, I don't remember who all. Like we were the Nazis, but it was footage they took from a movie, and then the majority of the stuff that I put out there is my own footage. I do use other people's on occasion, but I make sure that like their names on there or something where it came from. Like he was mouthing off to me about using other people's footage, which I don't do that much of, and he does the same thing. And he was all butthurt because I don't watch his channel and I'm not subscribed. It was, I don't know. I just got sick of it. So she gone.
I'm gonna answer a question that's in chat uh, from more than two people. I said on another panel because someone told me that he shares, like, there's one bathroom per floor where he lives. So I said that on another panel jokingly because I don't know if it's true. But then next slide he addressed it, and it is true. So yeah, he doesn't have a bathroom. Jenny, come on up, Jenny.
Yeah, Jen A. Uh, I wouldn't let Jen A up here for a while. It was because she was recovering from a stroke, and I know people like to piss her off. and
Mm.
I didn't want her having a stroke on my panel, but it seems like she's doing a lot better and not getting as triggered. So I would,
Oh, hell no. She's funny as
I'd
fuck.
let her up here again. Well,
She
no,
has.
I agree. I agree, but sometimes people like to make her mad just to make her mad. And
Oh,
when she was recovering from a stroke, I just don't want somebody stroking out on my panel. You know
true.
what I mean?
True. MCC. Oh, God.
No, this is not live. I just I just say that it's live every once in a while to confuse people. I just don't. I've had enough metal piercing my genitals. I don't need to like make jewelry out of it. Oh, oop, forgot about that. You have signed DNR documents on your refrigerator. Yeah, yeah. Look, I get it, but I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen on my panel. You know what I mean? I tried to get them to give me a DNR, and they wouldn't do it. The bastards. Oh shit! Can you guys hear me now? Christy's muted. All right, cool.
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. I was reading chat. Yes, short
How much?
bus.
How much? Yeah. Audio costs more, guys. My mic is fine. If you have not paid for your audio, your subscription ran out. That's why you can't hear.
Jenny. Oh. I don't remember what I was saying. Fuck. I was muted. Oh yeah, short bus. We all know about your sharing anal beads now. Yeah. Too much information, but thank you.
Well, I mean, it's not like people wouldn't have figured that out about the guy. You know.
Hmm.
What the hell?
Is anyone else live or are they all in Zumba?
I have no idea.
Watching us because they do that. Remember,
What the
I
fuck?
learned that.
I can't get it to. All right. Somebody was trying to come up. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it wouldn't let me add you. Now it won't even let me post a link. Let me try to make another one. I'm sorry about that. I was messing around with something else and I didn't see you were trying to climb up here.
Hmm. FTC, come up, you motherfucker. Oh no, sorry.
Guest.
So when did Tommy have his last catch? Like no no okay. Let me rephrase. How many catches has Tommy done this month? Please,
I have no idea. I haven't been sub to a Tommy channel since his very first one.
because I see
Revco.
him on panels like maybe 4 times a week. So I'm just curious.
I
What
thought he
is
was done with drama.
wow for the 11th time or millionth? Hmm.
I mean, the dude's fucked up on panels like a lot, and he wonders why his kids don't respect him. I mean, if you spend just a little bit more time paying attention to them instead of us or White Claw, they might not be stealing cars and wrecking them or whatever the fuck happened. He might not be facing child abuse charges right now.
Oh, thank you, Sea Monkey.
Said
You
he was in YouTube jail.
So, people that for the new ones that came in, if you want to know how this is used here in Mexico, rewind or watch it when it's not live. And
Or you
general.
can bend over. She'll be happy to show you.
Oh my God. Please don't fall.
Remember when Tommy's son drunk drove around the trailer park and crashed? Yes.
He did, Shauna? I'm not sub, so I don't know. It was an honest question. Like how many catches, arrests, um, just this month. Janae, you're gonna like that story, huh? You watch it later. Not like it, but it's interesting.
See, that's the thing is obviously Tommy himself is banned from YouTube because look at all the channels he's had nuked, and some of them happened pretty quickly as soon as he got. And I watched. I wish to God I could remember where I saw it because it was a long time ago, so I couldn't even tell you what the channel was now. But this dude had two channels, his main channel and his backup channel, and he had I don't fuck it was a shitload, over 100,000 subscribers, maybe closer to a million. I don't remember, but they were bigger channels, and both of his channels got struck down like right back to back, and then his friends' channels started getting struck also, but his friends' channels that got nuked had him on there, so they found out that the individual was banned from YouTube. It wasn't just his channels, so anybody that had him up there was at risk of losing. And it's probably the same thing here. So um, if somebody's paying attention, I would imagine that uh, anybody that has Tommy on their panels has the potential to have their channel nuked.
Ooh. He doesn't let anyone speak. Who would want him? Mm-mm. FCC, can you check your DMs? I hate saying this, but please tell me what's
Alex
good.
came off a trip, 15 catches in 2 weeks. Damn. Alex is killing it. He lied about his most recent strike. Well, what did he say, and what was the factuality of it?
Yes, Jamie, Alex, no one is like Alex. And his Mexican immigrants. Yeah.
Going. Oh, you've been on a catch with Alex Shortbus. We
Oh, yeah.
we were supposed to meet up a long time ago, but it just never happened because he.
Oh, short bus, you
I think
injured
I
him?
I think I dropped the ball in that one.
I love Pablo, like love as a son, okay, people? I could literally be his mother. But I'm gonna watch that short bus. I also like Jesus and Alfredo, but Pablo has something, I don't know. Like I wanna hug him.
Oh, hold on a second. Uh, Bill, if you were paying attention a few days ago, someone asked Tommy if YouTube was just banning the CPP channels or if he was banned himself, and he kind of laughed a little and didn't give a complete answer. No, I didn't see that, spokesman, but it don't surprise me any. That's probably what's going on. He just doesn't want them to know because he, he would rather risk his friends' channels than not go up there, apparently. You interviewed Pablo's girlfriend twice. Oh, right on.
And I heard from Pablo that she's a decoy. Nice. He said it on a stream.
Yeah, Boots is not too far from me. Boots and PHI and a couple of others that aren't on YouTube are just here in my backyard.
Yes, short bus. And that's good and bad because good, they're doing a good thing, and bad because how many chomos do we have all around the world? Pull over. Oh my God.
Tommy stole all the Wait, Safeway has penis cream? I Man, I don't think I've ever been to a Safeway, but I will now. Like, you can buy shit by the pallet at there, right?
Oh, gross hunchback. Tommy cremated his dog in the bakery section at Walmart.
Cheap bastard.
Hmm.
Damn, by the bushel even.
No, Jamie, he's not gonna do a road trip. He's gonna hitchhike to Safeway. Oh, if you're tired, you can let me know, okay, Bill?
No, I'm all right. I seem distracted because I am because there's something going
No,
on in the background, and I'm trying to handle it all at once. I'm sorry
no, I'm just letting
if
you
I
know
seem
because we've been here for a while and I can stay for more time, but I'm just letting you know. I love reading chat.
oh damn, Melinda's calling me out.
Hi, Melinda.
Well, I'm not. We do have quite a few catchers in my general area, but I'm not proud of all of them.
Hey, PCI. Are you there? I think you're in the same state, right? PCI and PCM. I love them.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the only ones I know from there.
yeah. I brought there was a Discord a long time ago. It was actually a good thing. It's a shame that the owner nuked it instead of handing it off to somebody. But our goal was to, like, when we saw a new catcher come around, we would kind of bring them all into the fold, and
Hmm.
uh, I started even after that Discord dissolved. I kind of did it on my own. Like, if somebody wanted a decoy, they could hit me up, and I could, place them. Let catchers know, hey, this person wants a decoy, or if somebody
Hmm.
needed decoy pictures, I had them, or if somebody needed decoy pictures changed, I had somebody that could do that. You could just get a hold of me and I could hook you up with pretty much whatever you needed. I stopped doing that for some other reasons I don't want to talk about right now. But anyway, PCI was one of them, and that was really because they were in most. I would have done it anyway, but having them in my backyard made me more passionate about
Yeah.
it. So I got to know Eric. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but back when he was a itty bitty baby catcher, we used to talk.
They
Same
they
thing
don't
with say what?
they're like they don't get involved with like drama shit like Alex. Well, he does sometimes, but they're doing their shit, and I think that's why they like left the people that they had before, I
Yeah,
guess.
they were. Somebody was trying to suck them into some drama, and I kind of helped um, interfere with that so that it didn't happen. But there was a fucking mess going on for a while, but it's over now.
Janae's comment is tonight's highlighted comment. Dumb
I,
and Dumb
yeah,
wrote. I love that. Oh, like I want to be a fly in that car so I can see everything that's happening. I'm
oh
sorry.
my god, it would be too annoying. Like I can only I have a real low tolerance for being annoyed, and I just couldn't. Oh man, I'm not kidding, man. After about 5 minutes, I would jump out of a moving car.
I'll take like two or three melatonins, like to go to sleep and let him drive.
Oh god, I'd be popping Ambien and whatever else I had with me.
But it's for a good cause, people. Okay, they're getting a cat a chobo. Why wouldn't they fly? Like 2,000 miles? Like where are they going? And I think like gas money and tickets. Like what was the difference if they were grifting? Why would I don't get it?
I have no idea where they're going. I didn't know anything about it until now.
Oh, I'm dying to know the details. It will come out. Imagine
I need to burn her
like
ovaries with a sparkler fire. Hey, I almost lost my asshole to a Roman candle. Don't ask.
okay. Hmm. I don't know, FCC. Good question.
Indiana doesn't have gender neutral. FCC, Ryan will probably have to go to one of those gas stations where you have to go ask the clerk for a key, and all sexes share the same bathroom. That's what Ryan will probably have to do. He won't be allowed into any of the regular ones. You have to go and ask the clerk for the key, and they give you a key, and it's usually attached to like a bowling ball or a giant stick so that you don't run away with it.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. Here in Mexico, if you go to like a gas station or whatever 7-Eleven, because we do have 7-Eleven, uh, you have to pay 5 pesos to use the bathroom. It's not free. And then the
Really?
whatever dude or female opens the bathroom door to get you in and gives you like a little like 3 round piece of paper. 5 pesos is
Oh
like
wow.
75 cents. Yeah.
There used to be pay toilets. I haven't seen one in a very long time, but yeah, you used to have to put quarters in them. But the way some of them worked was you only had to put quarters in them to make them flush. So
Oh,
I
right.
don't know how. Yeah, I haven't seen a pay toilet in a very long time.
Spokes with some wipies.
Well, my question is, what are they going to do if they get another flat tire? Ryan can't change one.
We all know that.
Didn't PHI, like, hasn't she had to go live for car repairs to do a
Yes.
catch that didn't happen? Like,
The
hasn't
same.
that happened multiple times?
Yeah, and then she got bit by a dog the same day. Like everything happens to that woman, poor her.
She got bit by a dog? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the same day that something happened to her car. I think it was the battery. I don't remember. It's funny now
Well,
that
I hope she didn't give it fleas or rabies or something.
she was going to do a catch, and there was a dog there when she was knocking on the door, and it bit her feet or something. It was live. Yeah. and then and then something happened to her car, and then of course you have to have the crying uh drifting uh scream to ask low-key for donos.
Well, the fallout, I mean, because PHI eventually turns on everybody that works with her. So the fallout when when it happens with Ryan, it might be something I would actually watch because it will be legendary. We will be writing it down in the history books.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure. For sure. Just for like general knowledge, content, history, not going by hearsay because this woman always privates everything and I'm not gonna pay a membership. So yeah, I'll be there.
Damn, you guys going in? Because FCC's dead wife left him. That's down bad if I ever seen it.
Okay, I got a
Like when
picture.
your already deceased wife leaves you. God.
It was not her feet, it was her leg. I have the picture. I have the proof. It was the leg. Uh,
Yeah, somebody sent me a screenshot of dragonfly wings, and I haven't said a whole lot about her because that's exactly she loves this attention. She loves getting dudes to fight over her and shit. I dealt with it for a long time until I said fuck it and just stopped talking to her. Um, but anyway, I have a screenshot where she told somebody in a chat that she was upset or something because Bobby Joe believed me over her. Well, anybody that was around back then believed me over her because they were there. They saw what was happening. And all of our mutual friends either took my side or stayed neutral. Like
mm,
nobody that knew what was going on stuck up for her and one other person. Yeah.
OFCC.
Bill check IG. Okay. I can't watch it while I'm live. Spokes. I can watch it later.
Ooh. You in Shauna's chats? Yeah, you are.
All right. I was just going to ask you if it was urgent. Why does Christy have screaming kids in her basement screaming, "Help me, help me"?
Why do you know? How my daughter was yelling, asking for glue. She wants glue. She's doing some arts and crafts. So, what the fuck? I don't have glue. Jenny. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for glue.
All right. Sniff some for me too. Why does Cat Eyes have you blocked? Probably because you're an asshole, or at least she thinks so. We should get a GoFundMe for FCC's fake leg and a divorce, divorce attorney. Yeah, spokesman. Yeah, that is a little coincidental. Sometimes you gotta glue their little mouth shut when the duct tape fails. What's going on, Warbot? Did shit, who are you trying to get to? It doesn't matter. None of these fuckers has the balls to go on a panel outside of their control and be called out on shit. So going round and round in circles, like when you put aluminum foil on a cat's paw. Not that I would know.
Hey, Warbot. You need to rewind so you can listen to my story. Not mine, but the story.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's yeah, we got it right in the beginning, so it'd be easy to find.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't been duct taped to a wall in a long time. Any takers? When does the live start? Not for another couple hours, short bus.
Mhm. Oh my God. Short bus.
Most of the time, short bus. Most of the time, if you're lucky, tell your friend if uh if they're lucky.
Tomorrow, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, look how they talk on Bill's panel. Aren't they here for the kids?" Blah blah blah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We're adults, okay, and we do not record calls and shit like that. Like that's what you do on your time, not helping kids.
yeah. All the while they got all these abusive type motherfuckers all kind of lumped up together, threatening to piss in women's mouths and shit, and they back that
Mhm.
shit up. So yeah,
Yeah, he apologized and to the people, not to me, but to the people. So it's okay now,
yeah.
right, Charlotte?
And I don't care what Cap says, just because he didn't get arrested. Sometimes, some places, if the cops don't actually see it, then they don't arrest. But he's in batterer's intervention. That's a step above anger management. Batterers, they seem to overlook that fact.
Oh, so it went physical. That's what I get from the difference of words. I don't know, but that's what
Well,
I
I
get.
mean, look up the legal definition of battery,
Uh huh.
and then you had two women that hated each other that told the same story. So, and then you got Tommy with multiple um, domestic violence charges and a current battery or whatever the fuck they charge him with locksmith, and which that whatever. It's, a guy hitting a guy is not a big deal in my book. And child abuse, but they're all okay. None of them did it, guys. It was all somebody else's fault. And of course, there's clown, but they're here for the kids.
Oh no, clown. Why did he leave? He was so like out front and outspoken, and that he was innocent and he didn't give a fuck. And like, why? When Ed's
He
shit,
left.
yeah, so oh, yeah, yeah, but he's here in and out for sure. But
Oh yeah,
the day after the Ed situation, he disappeared. Did he get scared that something was gonna come out about him? That I have no clue, but it was weird. The timing.
that is weird. I mean, he was demanding that I show paperwork that's already been shown. Now there is no document on its own that says he got a teenager pregnant. Like it doesn't say that. But if you take her age and look at the birthday, the kid's birthday and his birthday, he was in his 30s when she was like 16 or 17 when he got her pregnant. You got it. You have to do some math. Like there's not a single page that says he got. You know what I mean? He wasn't ever charged with that I know of. So yeah, you got to do some math and figure it out, which a lot of people aren't smart enough to. But I didn't know he was gone. I don't watch his channel, so.
There's.
Like, is his channel still there, or?
Let me check. I don't know. I don't give a fuck, but I haven't seen him because remember, like he did like those restreaming panels and he was in chats, and I
Yeah,
have not seen him at all. Oh,
he's got a shit ton of alts though, so.
yeah, we have an update, people, just in case you're like praying and shit. Ryan just crossed Massachusetts. He's at the New York border. Okay, that's the update. You're welcome. Stay safe. Why
Well,
when I
short bus, you can
go?
come up here if you want.
Yeah, short boss. No, I cannot find his channel. Clown Forces.
Really? Well,
Mm-hmm.
good. That's one less we have to worry about. I mean, he's still around in one capacity or another, I'm sure. But
You just, well, not you, but someone just banned him from this chat because I know now he's out. So
oh,
he's here.
he's got a ton of them.
Yeah. Oh, he was, Janae? Gross. I was here doing a good thing, so I was not in caps.
Oh, Melinda, sunrise streams are never guaranteed, but uh, you should probably get as much rest as you can. Plus, I think I'm out of notifications, so I don't know. I don't know if the sunrise stream will. Well, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I can't keep track. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to keep track of myself? Sunrise streams are never promised because I usually don't know that I'm doing them until, yeah. if I'm lucky, I will actually be able to sleep, but doesn't usually happen.
Sorry, I got a DM from uh, my friend, the wife of the missing person, just to confirm the hour and location.
There's nothing new though.
No, no,
Right
nothing.
on. And
But
sometimes I don't know. Sometimes when I'm awake, if I'm still up when the sun comes up, uh, I'll just sit and watch it by myself. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be such a selfish bastard. Yeah, I can't do anything about the crickets, unfortunately. I can't even hear them until somebody says something about them. What? Hey, okay. Damn, I see your text message, but uh, this is the first I've heard. Not you. Yeah,
what are
somebody
you
watching
talking?
sent me a text, and no, I'm trying to. I can't even read the whole text, but I can't comment on what they're talking about because this is the first I've heard about it, and I don't know the whole story. And if I blurt out what I've just read, that could go very wrong, especially if the information's not correct. But if it is correct, I'll be back live tomorrow.
Oh,
I think
fuck.
maybe I don't know.
I want to know. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I will hit you up when I get off here. Yeah, Jen A, it rained like crazy here earlier. In fact, it was raining and thundering when I went live.
What? Yeah, Josh, exactly. What?
Hello.
Hey.
Well,
Can you
hey,
guys
what a
hear me
pleasant
okay?
surprise.
Hi.
Yeah, what's up?
Hang- I have a bad delay. Hang on a second.
Right on. We'll wait.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, that's the thing this year. We have the usual cicadas that come up, and now there's the 17-year ones also going on at the same time. So if I step outside, if you guys think the crickets are loud, you wait till you hear them bastards. Oh, of course they're gonna make a liar out. Okay, there they go. So is this less annoying, or should I go back inside?
Lydia. I've never seen Lydia on a panel at all.
It's I don't think I have either. I'm actually not gonna lie. I'm excited.
I
That's
was
cool,
gonna say
Lydia.
that. I was gonna say
She
that.
has a bad connection.
I know. I just read. Where the fuck are you? If you have a bad connection, like I'm in Mexico, okay, that should be me, and I do have sometimes.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, it was super delayed before. It
that's cool. That's
wasn't bad.
annoying as hell.
Yeah, it's like a big echo.
Nice to hear your voice.
Oh, you too, guys. It's always so funny when I like. It's kind of like a book, and then seeing the movie. Like you think people's voices sound one way, and then they sound different.
Yeah.
Um, no, Christy, I just came up because my heart goes out to you and this family. I literally just went through this, and it was the first time. I've never known anybody ever to go missing, and it was agonizing. Every single minute feels like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Bill, you're right. And I'm glad I heard that you can call the police before 24 hours, because that's just something. I don't know if that's on movies or it, unless it's a child. I've always heard you have to wait. They can't do anything until 24 hours. So that's not the
Yeah,
case. And it's
they do put it in movies, and I've seen YouTube people, like true crime people. I've seen them say it, and it's just not true. And some cops even think that. And if you're in that situation, especially if you know somebody's in danger,
Mm,
they're suicidal or they have a crazy ex or whatever. If you have a cop tell you, well, you got to wait to 24, bullshit. Get their supervisor.
yeah.
that's good to know because here in Mexico it's 72 hours. If
Oh
it's
my
an adult,
God.
if it's an adult, if it's a child, it's 24. But in this case, he was missing on Friday, and she called 911 Saturday 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever because she thought maybe he left to get some beer or whatever. You don't want to think that he disappeared. So she called 911 at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and they told her to wait till Monday. But she didn't. Like, she did in a sense, but she started looking for him and shit. But nothing is official. Like the report and everything is from Monday because it had to be 72 hours. And you can save lives in those 72 hours, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
that's
It's
that's
shitty.
that's really hard. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
it's great that you said you like the money
Oh
that
yeah.
you tonight. Yeah, you can feed people for days. Like that's all that helps. We did not get anywhere near that type of situation. The person was missing for I think about 15 hours from
Mm.
like when we knew to when they were discovered. And it turned out to be completely like, thank God they're fine and everything. It was a horrible, horrible, insane mix up,
Yeah.
but it was agonizing to actually like where your mind goes filling out a missing persons report. And I was just getting ready we were like launching a social media campaign basically because it was, the cops can't do anything outside of call the the jails and the hospitals, which we had already done. Um, and yeah, I was just, you put all the, like we gathered up all the descriptor ID, date of birth, sex, race, all that. And I had a picture and we were getting ready to just blast it. And we got a phone call within 5 minutes of that, like me sending that out. So it was,
Oh,
yeah, it is absolutely agonizing because your mind goes everywhere and there's just so many different scenarios. that could
Yes,
happen.
I was gonna say that because the first days, people said like the ones that we thought that they would know something because friends or shit or neighbors, and they would say like, also this is Mexican culture, okay? So they would say, no, he must be out like on a drinking binge, or maybe he has another family or shit like that. And now that it's been 10 days, it's like he's been married for 10 years. We know, me, including myself, his routine,
Yeah.
how he is with his kids and wife and family. And it's no, something happened to him. Now I can assure that something happened to him. It's been 11 days now,
Yeah.
starting right now. So yeah, people don't what's the word, don't seem to understand the importance of acting fast, because you cannot go into their brains and make them
Right.
like understand that that person is not how you think he is or she is, because that's how you feel,
Yep.
uh and that, yeah. I'm
Yeah, what I kept coming back to when we started to get very nervous was um he wouldn't it was someone in my husband's family, and they were staying with us. Actually, they were visiting, and I just kept coming back to they wouldn't want us to worry at this point. It was 10 a.m. Oh, I wonder what crazy story, happened from last night that they're going to come home with. And then getting into, 2 p.m., we're like, okay, and I had to really keep it cool for both of us because
mhm,
this person's much closer to my husband, and I just, it's very, very nerve wracking.
and draining.
But yeah, just stay positive. I never had an overwhelming sense of something like a devastating feeling. That's what I kept coming back to that.
Yeah. And I still joke with my friend because I don't talk to her like I'm talking now, that I really do feel he's not alive. Like she has that hope, and I respect that. And like, it's her husband. But I joke with her like, oh my God, I hope he comes back tomorrow, and tells you all that he has a pregnant girlfriend or something. I would
Right.
slap the shit out of him, but like he's alive. And
Yep.
I make like silly jokes to make her laugh, but we all know in the background that he's not here anymore.
Yeah. No, we did the same thing at one point in my head. I was just going, just please let him be getting horribly tortured or just tortured, and like not dead. And it's you start bargaining or trying to reason, with like these absolute insane possibilities.
Exactly. Yes. And Shauna has a point. That's why I'm fucking mad that you have to wait here 72 hours, because as you said, Lydia, there's different scenarios. So I'm imagining that he went off work. He got off work. He went to the junkyard and then to the mechanic. That's all confirmed. So maybe he got, I don't know, they wanted his car or whatever, because it happens
Yeah.
here. And they beat him up and threw him, I don't know where, but he was alive. If you wait 72 hours, you're not going to find him alive, right? Even if they left him alive. So it is very important. Those hours are very important. And also, like my friend, she's like, I see her, and sometimes I feel like I want to like slap her, because she's in this frozen stage in shock, like a robot, because
Yeah.
of what's happening, because you never know that this is going to happen to you and how to react. So yeah, it's really hard to explain when you're not going through it or have been through it. Very hard.
Mm, absolutely. And he has two little boys.
A boy and a girl. First
Okay.
grade and third grade. They're little.
That's rough. Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
And
prayers
they
and
like,
thoughts.
That's the thing. In
mm,
the long term, like the not knowing has to be worse than if you find out that they're not with us anymore. Um, for me anyway, like it's horrible to say, but if they're um, gone, I would rather know than to have to wonder. I mean, you always have that spark of hope. Well, maybe they're still alive and started a new life somewhere or whatever. But it goes back to that bargaining thing, and that does happen. Um, but I
that's
would
why.
just I would rather know.
Yeah.
That's why we need the body. Exactly. Because they need closure. No one's gonna give them an explanation of what happened, but they need closure. So that's our mission now. Back, like not telling her, right? Uh, until he's found. But in the meantime, they all think like parents, wife, kids. Well, the kids don't know the true story, but the adults do, and they still hold on to the he's still alive, and we're not gonna take that from them. But all of the rest of us know that it's not gonna be that way.
You
So
never know. Stay
I
positive for
hope,
them.
I
That was
hope,
my whole thing.
I
Yeah.
hope I'm wrong for the first time.
Yeah.
You've been wrong before.
Oh my God, where the
A
fuck?
time or two.
When name once.
I just came up here to say hi to Lydia.
Hi,
Fuck you, not me.
I thought you were the panel channel, and I was just about to say, we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
It's just little old me, but no big shit.
Little old you.
Nah, I just came up to say hey. I've never seen you on a panel. I wanted to say hi.
Hey. No. What long time chatter, first time paneler?
This your
I
first time ever on a panel?
Wow.
Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like one with a
Say
chat.
no more. I know. But yeah.
That.
Um, I feel I feel honored. Like you're a high value target, and I took your panel, Cherry, and I
My
might cry.
God.
Actually, I
Whoa.
I'm gonna need a minute.
No, Bill, she did it for me, not for you.
I belong to the chat. Chat lives matters. I
Listen,
hail from the chat.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but I just want to tell you that it was me that took Cat Eye's panel, Cherry. That's all I'm saying. All right. If anyone remembers back in the day.
Back in the day. Hey, what
Yes.
did you
Give
have
me
I
for
don't
my
know if I
phone.
remember that.
What did I have for what?
dinner?
I
You know
said,
my question. Don't play.
All right, I'll tell you. I had lasagna.
Again?
Yeah, just you asked me. I'll be honest, bro.
Okay. Sorry.
I had lasagna, salad, French fries, and then chopped potatoes with what's that shit called? Tapatio on top of the potatoes.
Oh, tapatio, yeah.
Yeah,
what is tapatio?
It's a sauce.
like this Mexican jizz sauce. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a Mexican hot sauce. It comes in a little bottle.
Yeah, like
I had rotisserie chicken and a sweet potato.
You know the funny thing, Dimon, is that they don't sell tapatio here. It's only for the U.S.
I believe it. What about
Yeah.
Valentina? Like,
Oh man, is it ever?
Jalapenos?
no, Valentina, the hot sauce.
Oh no, Valentina, yes. Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. And do you have tajin?
Yeah, but I don't use it. Is that shit you put on fruit, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that. I'm no animal.
Oh, thank you, because I do.
That's debatable.
Okay. We always end up talking about food. I'm sorry. We can go back to
Well,
the
the thing is,
original topic.
Christy, every single day for probably the past 3 weeks or so has asked me, "What do I have for dinner?" And sometimes I'll just go in the chat. And I'll just tell her without her asking.
Before I ask, Yes.
But the
No,
thing is,
it's been more than 3 weeks. And I started asking, I'm gonna tell you now. I started asking because there was a time like a month and a half ago when you were eating pigs in a blanket for like 4 days in a row.
Oh
So
my
I was
God.
like, no, I'm gonna start asking Damone what's for dinner. So that's my mission.
so when I answer you, it is always 100% true. I don't ever fabricate any meal or anything. So Christy gets to see literally what I eat for dinner every single night. And a lot of times it's the same shit.
Like
And
tonight.
since I
I
now have
can do
to
that. I
report
can
it,
eat the same thing
like
for
since I have to
days.
report it now to somebody, I'm fucking becoming more aware that I really just eat the same shit.
Watching what he eats, making sure he has more greens.
Oh, dude, I told her the other day I had like Tuscan salad and garlic bread. She goes, "Oh, good. That's finally something nice." And I'm like, "Shit."
Finally, you're getting some veggies. I'm like,
You need more
yeah.
fiber.
So now I'm locked into this thing where I got to tell this woman in Mexico what I have for dinner every night, bro.
You need some soup to wash it down, you know?
I
I
drink a
have,
lot.
Well, what does Missy have to say about that?
God,
Who?
Where's Missy?
Missy,
I'm,
yeah, what does Missy have to say about that?
Um, she's cool with it, man. She's cool with it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what she
Bill
wants you to
knows.
think.
Bill knows what's up. Yeah, but I just came up to say, hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna throw something in everybody's face. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this like I did about my sobriety, but I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
okay.
I actually fucking threw away my vape, and I have had no nicotine for almost 24 hours.
I have a
Good.
vape in my hand right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Congratulations.
And I'm
yeah.
smoking, but I'm proud of you.
I've
are
been
you?
oh, I've been homicidal, Bill. I've been homicidal all day long.
Yeah, that was it. That was my question.
I'm
Yeah.
vaping because when I see Christy smoke or anybody smoke, it makes me want to smoke again. I was a
So
light smoker for years, but I was still a smoker. But
I'm gonna do the Nanya thing. It's all my fault. Everything's
it's
about
just
me. It's
Do
all
you
my
want to know,
fault.
like, so I vaped for 6 years, probably, like hardcore fucking nicotine levels. The weirdest thing is, like, I'm fucking off balance or something. Like, I'm dizzy from not having nicotine. And it's
these vapes are different. I don't
Well,
trust them, but I
it's
still hate cigarettes. There's something different about vapes, I swear. It is odd.
well, it's
it's
harder to.
probably your blood pressure going back to normal.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, that's a good point, Bill. Yeah. You know, the thing is, like, what's difficult about quitting versus cigarettes is, like, you can only smoke cigarettes in certain places. But
Yeah.
with vapes, bro, I could fucking stealth vape anywhere, you
yeah.
know? So, like, I have all these things that are just triggers to fucking vape again. Not like cigarettes, you know? So, it's hard, bro. I'm literally about to go to sleep so I don't fucking eat my own fingers, you know?
I feel you. I feel you totally. Yeah. That happened to me.
Yeah, vapes just don't cut it for me. Um,
Me
I
neither.
smoke around a pack a day, a little more, a little less sometimes, but I just never been able to get whatever it is. I think it has something to do with like setting something on fire 3 inches from my face every half hour.
Little firebug. Yeah, I can't hit them that hard. Like I just very lightly puff it. I could never take a big puff off it, like a big drag off of it, like a cigarette.
Well, y'all are making me want to vape.
Yeah, we should stop
No,
I
no,
just,
being
no,
bad
no,
influence.
I just
no.
came
You
up here to say
you
hi
brought
to.
it up though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fucking
Because
whatever.
he was proud and we're proud of him and keep on, keep on,
Yes, please.
keep on keeping on the non-nicotine.
It is. It is better.
You know, I knew I could count on Lydia for support. I don't know about the rest of you.
That's right. That's what I'm here
Nah,
for.
you can go fuck yourself.
All right, we'll see y'all around somewhere.
Okay.
Adios.
All right, peace out.
Adios. Yeah, I smoke the same as you do, Bill. Like a pack or a pack and a half a day. I smoke a lot.
I would smoke like maybe at the most a half a pack. That would be on a day that I was stressed out.
Oh,
And
damn.
I would never smoke until like the afternoon, evening. Like, but
Oh,
I did it for, 15, 20 years. So I always considered myself still a smoker because it's still,
and I tried
I could,
vaping, but it doesn't work for me either. I'm old school. And
yeah,
when I'm,
I still love a good cigarette. Mm.
yeah, when I'm working because I'm off for the summer, 3 more weeks. No, wait. Yeah, 3 more weeks. Um, I don't smoke that much because I'm at school in the mornings. But when I'm off, like now, that's how I smoke, like a lot. I smoke a lot. And it's not okay, I know, but I stopped drinking almost a year and a half ago now. And I before that I smoked a half a pack. But when I stopped drinking, I started smoking more and now I'm still there. But I prefer this than drinking for
I
me.
could never smoke when I drink. It would make me so sick. Like one cigarette would make a drag off of a cigarette would make me want to just get very, very sick. And most people want cigarettes when they're drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was gonna
that
say I
because
smoke a lot more when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
my
It would make me get the spins instantly.
yeah, he smokes also, the father of my kids, and when he drinks, he smokes 2 packs easily when he's drinking. That's a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's people like that. I don't. Well, I'm not drinking anymore.
I
It,
smoke a lot more while I'm on panel too. I don't know why. Like I'm not really nervous, but I think it's because I'm usually doing something with my hands, not anything necessarily dirty. I know where you guys are going to go with this, but when I'm on panel, you just have to. If you're going to read the chat, like you can't really do anything for very long at a time. So I just smoke.
that's true. It's also yeah
Yeah.
because you're sitting here and I have my cigarettes. I have like nothing else. So you start smoking more. It's true.
It's like being on the phone. Like I pace usually when I'm on the phone. Like I'll walk around. I can't
Hmm.
sit. I don't know why.
Shauna smokes more too.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Is General Sea Monkey still in here? It feels so strange to say this shit out loud. This always stays in my phone. Um,
Let
she,
me check.
I don't think so. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry.
Well, I can. Yeah, she's here. He,
Okay.
she, it, we, they.
Sea Monkey. Thank you, Sea Monkey, for earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I was gone for like an hour. I thought I'd be able to get over here sooner. Did you guys get into fuckery?
I'm sorry.
A little bit, not too bad.
Okay. Maybe I'll just be good.
No, go ahead, let it fly.
What
No,
do you want to
nothing.
say?
Nothing in particular. I don't know.
Let's go. I'm kidding. I have no filters. I don't give a fuck. So, what did you do, sea
I
monkey? Yes, Bill?
Yeah, I want to know what the ladies got cooking. That's none of our business. And if
I
I can
don't need
have
all that
pictures.
smoke, Jamon.
You have my back. Let's go. I'm reading them all.
I just don't know if I could ever spurg out like that. Like I just don't get worked up. I'm a very laid back person. You can tell when I've been on the internet for too long because I start getting like very like my level of what I consider crazy as far as chatting. But I think the more you would do it, the more it would piss you off, and the more it would kind of
Yeah.
affect you. Yeah,
Yeah. And once people see you spurg, they know how to get you to do it. And some people, that's their
exactly.
only goal. So,
Exactly. But there's techniques you can use to like vomit shit out and at the same time just have fun. Like I do now. I don't like Bill knows perfectly because it happened here not once, but twice or maybe three times. I got triggered, I cried, I yelled, everything happened. And now I just don't care, but I don't stay quiet either.
Right.
So that's and and it's sad because people make you this way, but they
Yeah,
hate it.
absolutely. I completely understand like personal attacks and things like that. Nobody wants that, especially like people piling on, which is a lot of it. People just piling on.
mhm.
Um, I will say one thing though that I feel, um, when you come on a panel, or and like put yourself out there, you could even, in chat be doing that, and so it's content, right? People consume that. And it's one thing, I understand people being hateful and disgusting, but also you putting yourself out there and people consuming that content. You just can't, like, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to care for you. It's like food. Like you go to a restaurant, not everybody likes that. So I just think you kind of have to factor that in, and also brush it off. This is literally the internet.
Exactly. Yes.
But I understand too that it affects some people more than others. And then, yeah, and in different ways than others, I guess. I don't know. I'm getting tired.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the more horrible people are to each other, the more views it gets. And if you are somebody that you only care about how many views you get, then you're just going to push it as much as you can. And that's just not my style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
But for example, now if I'm gonna talk about myself again, if people call me fat or ugly or triple chin or whatever they crusty, everything in the book, I just nod, laugh, or troll back because they want me to get triggered. I'm not gonna give that to them, and I don't care either. So and they hate it when you stop reacting as they want to. They hate you, and but they're gonna leave you alone and get another target,
Exactly.
and it's sad, but that's how people roll here, I guess.
So it's really not about the person, it's about the person spewing the hate. They just need to get it out somewhere.
They go after my accent. And you know what my response is? I speak French, Spanish, and English. I have an accent, yes, but how many languages do you know? And I shut them up. It's easy. You just need to respond like know how to. Because I cannot change my accent. I know that I'm not like perfectly fluent, but okay, let's talk in Spanish. Try me. No one will because they don't know Spanish. But I'm still here with my camera on talking to people and I'm not leaving, And they hate that. So they try to trigger people. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why, really. They're lonely, bored. I don't know. But in general, they treat people, I mean everyone. Like I'm not going to sites here to make them leave or because they're bitter. I don't get it. I have no idea. Like as you said, we cannot like each other, but just like let it flow, and that's it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I know people hang out in like multiple online communities. I don't know if I could do that, but if you've ever gone into other ones or seen, like, every online community has clip channels and there's drama in it all, and it's all the same verbiage too. It's all they and I've I've heard it all in other
Doxing.
areas. Yes, like I found myself in like a crazy like drama makeup community, just lurking. And it's all the same. People calling CPS on people. Yeah, it's all the same. Like it all is the same. It's just a different community. So it's not. There's nothing unique here.
Nice to know. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've just doing it the past couple weeks. And I, um, hey Matt, hey pull over. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all the
we need some
same.
more
Bill,
hearts
you've
for
seen
Lydia.
it.
Yeah,
Sima.
I'm in kind of a dilemma because I've been into survivalist stuff my entire life, and I've been a Boy Scout instructor and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not real talkative on the survivalist channels, but I do talk to a few people that have been at it for a while. And one thing that drives us all nuts is bad information that has the potential to get you killed. And some of them are bigger channels, and they give out bad information that we all know is horrible. And you have a lot of people going to YouTube, especially younger people, to learn stuff, and they take it as gospel because somebody has over 50,000 subscribers or whatever. And the survivalist community is not big on live streams. Like you hardly ever see it done, and it's not big on panels either. But there is a faction of some of the bigger channels that do want this bad information stopped, but they don't want to call these people out because they don't want to start shit in their channels, and they feel like they're punching down. But I'm a nobody there, so I can start shit and not like I'm not gonna do the doxing thing or just be horrible about it like some of the trolls are. But I'm kind of in a dilemma because if I start a channel over there and start and I've had others offer me their channels that are a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm getting sidetracked, but anyway, I'm kind of in a dilemma. I don't know if I want to introduce panels and fucking. I don't know if I want to start something like that in a community that doesn't have it already, because we see what happened here. Before Locksmith's channel, all there was the catcher's channels. There weren't panels. And through the development, through the popping off of one channel, there's fucking like 15 of us more now, and it's all terrible shit. Now, I want the information to be corrected to help people, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to be the one to light that match, So what do I do?
I say you go be the founder of fuckery wherever it is you're talking about.
Well, it's not about fuckery. It's about correcting shit, you know. Yeah, Bear Grylls has given some bad info, like drinking your own urine. Don't do that. Your body got rid of it for a reason, and if you're so desperate to drink your own urine, you're probably already dehydrated, and it it has a very good chance of making you puke, which is going to dehydrate you further. And just the salts and stuff in urine, it's horrible advice. It will kill you quicker than if you don't do
Doesn't
it.
it make you crazy? Or is that drinking salt water? I don't know. I feel like I've seen that on a movie.
Well, you don't want to drink salt water either. What makes people
Yeah.
crazy is dehydration.
Oh,
When you get dehydrated, your mind goes to bad places and you hallucinate.
I'm going to drink water
And
right now,
usually,
actually.
yeah, everybody should drink. Nobody drinks enough water, really, but there's just a lot of horrible information out there that that people take as gospel, and it just needs to be corrected.
I was a Girl Scout for a very long time. I heard you talk about being a Boy Scout before, and you learn a lot of skills. I was a little brownie, and then I was a junior. And you learn a ton of stuff from that. Like I remember we took a camping trip, and we made our own little like stoves out of like an old Folgers coffee can, and like cooked
Oh
breakfast
yeah.
on it. Yeah, that stuff's cool. I mean, that was freaking decades and decades ago, but I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm in Florida, so we don't camp unless it's the winter. It's
Right.
miserable to camp
I mean,
when it's warm.
and some of the if you learn good survival skills, you can continue that. Like if there's a natural disaster, not that you're necessarily going to have to make campfires, but learning what's the most important. Like depending on the weather, water is always in the top three priorities, but if it's 10 below, shelter is going to be more important than water at that point. And learning how to prioritize things and learning just how to live in that kind of situation. If the power grid goes down for an extended period of time, knowing what you need in advance to be prepared for it already is a big plus. And you're going to ride it out more comfortably and last longer.
Yep. My a couple of my uncles have always been into a lot of like survivalists, like they're hunters, and yeah, they just we always like joked about it. Like if shit pops off, like thank God because they have land, and they were actually farmers for a very long time. And I always feel secure. Like if things go crazy, like all you have to do is head to there. They have like pretty much not a compound, but it could house a lot of us. Not to catastrophize, but
Well, no, it's good to have a place to fall back to, but the problem is in a big natural disaster or man-made disaster is are you going to be able to get there? Because
yeah.
it only takes one car accident to shut down an entire highway.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like being in Florida. We never leave because you're not going to go anywhere. Like I'd rather be in my home taking the hit as opposed to sitting on the highway, because it's like when COVID happened, I felt like, okay, everybody, this is a little bit what hurricane season is like in Florida as far as shutdown. Like you go to the ATM, you keep supplies in your house year round,
Mm-hmm.
Board up, and then, there's no school, there's no work, and you ride out the storm.
Yeah, and that's another issue is if you already know how to hunt and you already have land or whatever, then that's fine. But any hunter will tell you you're not always successful. Even if you know what you're doing, you're not always successful when you go hunting. You might go out all week and not get a deer. So you have all these people with this idea because they saw a YouTube video on how to do it. The same thing with making a fire by rubbing sticks together. People think they know how to do it, but if they go out and try it, they're not going to be successful. So you got to practice this stuff and keep your skills sharp. But everybody has this idea. I'll just go out to the woods and I'll hunt. Well, everybody and their brother is going to have the same idea, and you're just going to end up shooting each other.
Right.
And it's just people don't think things all the way through. They have fantasies and ideas of what they think they would do, but in practice, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's scary to think, when/if something like that really does happen. I get nervous about the power grid going down because it could just take one one hacker to do that and take, I mean, we use power for
Yeah.
obviously everything. That sounded stupid, but I mean, things you don't even think about, like traffic lights and, literally everything, not just like the,
Yeah.
the luxury of having power, like, entire infrastructures rely on power.
People don't understand how fragile our whole power grid is. It's all connected. And there was a solar flare in the, oh gosh, when was it? I don't remember the exact year, but even back then, people that weren't as used to having power, it caused a lot of problems from a solar flare. Same thing could happen now, or an EMP. Uh, it doesn't take a nuke to hit a city to cause us problems. If they could detonate it 200 miles up into the atmosphere, and the electromagnetic pulse could take out the whole power grid, and it would be months before it got up and running again, if it did. It wouldn't take much. It's real fragile.
Yeah, it was just something so that we wouldn't even think would be a huge threat, would cause devastation for, like years, probably long. I don't know, depend on what it is, but yeah, even just like, what was that, that bridge that was just, the barge that hit the bridge. Remember that just happened a few months ago? And how it's devastating. Not like, it was in Baltimore, I think. Yeah. And that there, that city's entire economy will be for like, impacted for many, many years. Took out jobs, everything.
Yeah. And if you could even get
Besides
to
the
a
whole bridge.
grocery store, good luck fighting everybody,
Yeah, yeah. That's the scary part, is food. And I understand why people are, doing all these homesteads and things like that. Not just because like the cost of food these days, but because of supply, are we going to get to a point where things are so scarce?
It
I'm just
wouldn't
gonna
take
bring
much.
this
I
fan
mean,
down.
if trucks don't run, then nothing gets delivered, and
Right.
grocery stores, when like we have big snowstorms around here, and I can't talk. The majority of the people, especially if you live out in the country, most of us are already prepared for something like that, at least for a couple of weeks. You really should do it for it. Ideally, at least 3 months worth of food and whatever other supplies, whatever stuff you're using day to day is what you want to stock up on. You don't want to forget about toothpaste and toilet paper. And even if you don't smoke, it's good to keep cigarettes on hand, because you can always trade tobacco. Same thing with
Yeah.
coffee.
Well, in trading, yeah, that was your supplies with other people's supplies. If it came down to Section 15, you're exactly right. And like, sorry, I haven't even been reading the chat, but I completely agree.
Oh, definitely. And people will turn on each other. People will band up. Neighbor will attack neighbor. People don't want to believe that, but if you historically, like if you look at World War II, people would eat their pets. People think I'm joking that they
No,
think that I wouldn't eat these
I've had
cats
this
if it came down to it.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had this conversation too with my uncles, and they're like, sorry, like the family that's lived by them for 30, 40 years, they're like, we got to take them out first because we would need their supplies. I don't know if anybody, Chrissy, we're like relatively the same age. Have you ever watched Yellow Jackets, or has anybody watched Yellow Jackets? It's like one of my favorite shows. It's on Showtime, and it's about a plane crash. This high school soccer team of girls crash over this mountain range in New Jersey, and it gets into cannibalism.
I've never watched it, but I just found it.
It's so good. You would love it. It has Christina Ricci, Juliette Lewis. It was so many like very 90s legend ladies.
Is
Yeah.
that there's a true story about I think it was a soccer team that crashed up in the Andes, if I remember right, and they
That's it.
turned to cannibalism. That's a true story.
Yeah. I think this show is loosely based on that because there is more of like a I guess you could say like paranormal or spiritual. I would say paranormal more like, but aspect to it. But it's an amazing show. Nobody's ever seen Yellow Jackets. What is wrong with you people? I don't know what shows these people watch. No, there's no Succession fans. There's no.
I'm gonna
I
watch
don't
that.
know.
There's 2
It's
seasons,
so good. Like my
because I'm
husband watches it. He loves it.
that season 3 is gonna
That's
come out
the
in
last one.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna
Okay.
mute out for a second.
All right.
Sure. I'm
But yeah, people think it's overwhelming to stockpile even 2 weeks worth of extra groceries, but you don't have to do it all at once. You can order freeze dried stuff on, Mountain House is probably about the best brand, but they cost a little more than the rest. Yeah, that's really one of the best ways to go, but you don't have to do it that way. You can just buy extra stuff a little bit each week, the things that you use anyway that don't have to be refrigerated, canned goods, um, and you want to make sure you rotate it. But you don't have to run out and buy a bunch of survival stuff or food all at once. You can just do it a little bit at a time, and you'll be damn glad you have it when something happens. It's not really if. I mean,
Oh, no.
everybody loses power at some point for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It happens here like maybe once every 3 months that I have no power for 24 hours. We don't know why. So what I do is like whatever I have on my fridge, and in that exact moment I put in my freezer. So it lasts longer, apart from the
Yeah,
can, whatever. But yeah, you always need to be stocked.
and things
My
like over the counter medications also. Um, you especially like back when the country was being settled, you got to think about how tough these people were because they would set out across the wilderness with literally the only things that they could carry with them. There was no 7-Eleven to go to get a coffee or a fucking gay latte or whatever. Um, the biggest killer was diarrhea, so you definitely want to have some of that kind of medication on hand all the time.
hmm exactly section. Yeah, we don't have hurricanes here, thankfully, but yeah. I've always done that with my groceries. Like, even if I have it at home, I still buy it again. If it's like tuna, tomato, whatever, coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee, but he did at that time. Sugar, flour, shit like that, that lasts forever, because you never know. So I start putting them in expiring dates to use the ones that are expiring sooner, and have always extra of everything:
Right.
pasta, rice. You never know, and water, of course. And I'm in Mexico, but I don't know where's worse. Um,
Right. Water is a big one, especially if you rely on city water, especially. And like if you know a snowstorm or hurricane or whatever is gonna hit Fill up your fucking bathtub real quick before it
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
Yep. We've always said that since we were little. Like since I was a kid, my mom would always fill up all the bathtubs with water.
Mhm.
We had some weird Saharan sandstorm come up. I had never heard of it, but it's very common. And I guess it's from how hot it's been this summer. So we're supposed to have like, I never get freaked out about hurricanes ever because I've been dealing with them my whole life. And this year is supposed to be like crazy bad. Like that one in Texas was a category 5, and in June that's just kind of very different. But I don't know, we'll see.
Mm. Really helped with it. What? Oh, the hurricane short bus? I've been addicted lately to this fucking TikTok videos of canning, and I want to start canning like fruits, vegetables.
Oh, weren't you just doing that? Or
That's a good
Angela?
skill to have.
It
How do you
is.
even do that?
It looks easy. Like it takes time to prep, but you save money and it lasts longer, and it's very organic. You know. But I
Yeah, when it comes to the money part, like if you go and buy the stuff all at once, it takes a long time to recoup your money because you got to buy the jars and the lids and all the tools and everything else that
yeah,
go
when you
along with
stop.
it, and
Hmm.
but the good thing is you know exactly what's in that. Like you don't
Mm.
have to put any extra bullshit in there. Um, and yeah, it does. Like depending on what it is, most canned goods will last at least 2 years. Some of them will last a lot longer than that.
So, for example,
But yeah, if you're
yesterday,
growing,
sorry, yesterday I my daughter wanted little pizzas with those like biscuits that you pop,
Hmm.
uh, Pillsbury, whatever. So I made her. Well, I didn't have like the tomato sauce, okay, and I didn't want to go out. Because I can buy it at the grocery store, those ragu shit that I always have, but I didn't have yesterday. So I had lots of tomatoes and oregano and garlic and onion. So I just Googled, like, how the fuck do I do a tomato sauce for pizzas? And I did it. And it's a lot. And it came from things that I had in my fridge, and I made her those little bite pizzas, and I froze what was left over of the sauce. So I have 6 months in the freezer for that
Oh,
sauce.
wow.
So, but
good.
maybe canning is a little bit, and it tastes really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I do not cook
Oh
that much
yeah, can
anymore.
stuff you
I
can
love,
I
yourself does taste better.
I love cooking. If I had time, I would cook all day. Like,
Oh, I love to cook. I just don't do it anymore. And yeah, it's like the cleanup. I
yeah.
don't mind cooking at all, but
But for me now, we're only two. Like we were five a year and a half ago, and my two sons left for college, and then I got a divorce, and my it's just me and my 10-year-old, and she's like super extra picky. So sometimes it's better just to like order. Uh, but I do need to have things, and sometimes you want some like home cooked meal,
yeah.
and I love to do it, but it's like I'm always doing big batches because that's how I got used to. Uh,
Yeah.
so I freeze everything that it's left over, and it's easier that way. So
I wonder if we could can a pizza delivery guy, and then like when shit happens, we just open the can and let him out.
I watched some videos the other day of these dog meals. I could not believe it. They were shorts, and these people, what they feed their dog is insane. Like there's goat ears, they do coconut. Yes, it looks beautiful, and I know it's all for the video, but they like mix like spirulina with some coconut water and put down, I mean, chunks of beef that they get from the store, and literally a whole friggin' goat ear, like with the fur still on it and everything. Yes, and like a quail eggs. It was insane. I was like, my dog would throw up if I fed her this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it all looked. It sounded very healthy, but and then the woman, like, because all the comments were like, there's people starving, and look what you're feeding your dog. And she did a breakdown of how much she spends, and it came out, according to her breakdown, it came out to like less than what dog food costs. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that, but I couldn't feed my dog that. She would puke, and it just, I think that she did say that her dogs were like working dogs, like they're on a farm, so that'd be different than like little Fido laying around on the couch.
Yeah. No, but the bad part is that you get them used to eating that, and then they do not eat the dog food, because that
Right.
happened to me. Not with coconut oil and shit, but I started giving my other dog that passed away, like real food, and he wouldn't eat his real food.
Yep.
So no, I no. I don't go there anymore.
Yeah, I give her like little blueberries and like a little bit of sweet potato or something as a
Oh, yeah,
snack, like a
snack.
treat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
for
she's
sure.
getting spayed Thursday. We did not get her spayed when we first got her because she had these GI issues that we've been, oh my God, going back and round and round with. And so, yep, she's going to be laid up. I'm so nervous. It's the first time she's going under. So,
How old
and
is
she
she?
has,
Oh, she'll be all right.
yeah, I know. I'm just nervous. She'll be 2 in November. So she's only, a year and some change.
Yeah, mine
Almost.
just turned 2 this month. I don't know which day.
Oh, the
I
one that you love show, the one Telly likes.
Yeah, the Telly
Put her
ones.
on.
Yeah, I adopted her, so I don't know exactly the date, but I know that she's from July, so it's gonna be 2 years. It is 2 years now. And I'm looking for her because I just remember that she needs to eat. Tilina, that's her name, by the way.
What is it?
Oh, my daughter and her stupid words. It doesn't exist.
What's her name?
She made it up. It's Tilina.
Tilina.
Tilina. Tilina.
Oh, okay. Aw. That's cute.
Okay, but let's not forget the task at hand. Are you willing to eat her?
Sorry. It was my daughter.
Oh, she
There
looks
she goes.
delicious. I'd eat her.
Oh,
She
she
threw
is
my
cute. Oh, she's
That
teeny. Like
that
mine's.
that
I did not think mine was gonna be as small as she is, and mine's not even 10. She's maybe 11 pounds.
She's cute.
that actually is a real tip. Is if you're tight with your neighbors and you're all starving to death and and you're down to eating your pets, is to switch pets with your neighbors. So it's not. No, I'm not kidding. That's a real. That's a real.
Yeah. Oh, I could eat their dog, and they would have to eat my. Like I couldn't eat my own. That's actually good.
There you
And
go.
their dog got a little more meat on it. So
There you go. You're gonna make out in that deal.
Cómetelo.
All right, y'all. I've needed a potty break for a very long time, so I'm gonna have to shut this down because I don't think you want to do that with me.
I know I'm getting tired. I was gonna say I'm gonna step
I
down.
have to go to sleep because I'm waking up early.
Hey,
Same.
Lydia, thank you very much for coming up here, and it was a it was an honor to take your panel, Terry. Though I do kind of feel bad about when I used to love taking panel Terries and still do, but I feel kind of bad about it now because panel addiction is a thing. Like, it's real.
It is. It
All
is.
right. I'll take that into consideration.
Yes, please.
All right. But I'll hook you up
Joking.
anytime.
No, I really that very much struck a chord with me, Christy, because I just went through that. It's a very emotionally taxing situation. And I hope the best outcome possible for your friend.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you,
Yeah,
and thank you for.
absolutely. All right, you guys. I'll see you around these YouTube streets.
Have a good night,
All
Lydia.
right.
You too. All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Thanks again.
Bill, I want to thank you for again giving me this space to talk about my shit and what is going on. Thank you very much. I had a lot of, not a lot, but not a lot in as persons, but in money wise. And I'm so excited and happy, even though it's not a good situation that I'm going through. But thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. I was happy to do it. I think it's a pretty important subject.
Yes. Good night.
All right, later. All right, y'all. I make no promises when it comes to sunrise streams. If I can get to sleep, I'm gonna do it. But anyway, thank you all for joining, and of course, stay naked.